Hello and welcome to Alberon RPG. I'm Hannah, your game master for tonight, but not most nights. And I am joined by my friends, Liz, Vincent, Joe, and Emily. Unfortunately, Matt could not make it tonight as he is on a plane home from Arizona. But welcome to the final session of our Humblewood campaign, Rez's Misadventures in Humblewood. Although we are about to complete this story, little bit of housekeeping for all the amazing things that are coming up for Alberon RPG. Make sure, first and foremost, that you join us tomorrow, 7 p.m., for session 1 of our third Dungeons & Dragons campaign, the long-form ones, and this one is called A Tale of 12 Gems. We played session 0.5 last week, which you should absolutely go catch up on YouTube. Joe gave an amazing overview of the setting and kind of where some of our beloved characters are at. And then we played a little mini session where we killed a bunch of rats.
Nice.
Just to kind of, with our characters at level 1.
They almost
Muppet
killed
Babies.
some of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was Muppet Babies Adventures, and we all survived. Barely. So we're all really excited for the start of this campaign, so we hope you join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. We will see you here. On Sunday, we will be playing session 2 of our Iron and Thorns campaign. This is season 3. It was so much fun last week. Kara is DMing that. It is an Eldritch Horror type of campaign using the Old Gods of Appalachia setting. We call it Carathulu, and it is horrifying in the best way possible. So much fun to play in. So please do join us on Sunday at noon for that. I think it's noon.
I believe so, yeah.
We're pretty sure it's
to
noon.
4,
Kara,
to
if you're in the chat, please do correct me if I'm wrong. So tonight we are playing using the excellent Humblewood system by Hit Point Press. I'm going to pitch them again and again and again because they're so good. Head to their website, hitpointpress.com. All of their material is also on D&D Beyond. Humblewood 2.0 is just down the horizon, so definitely make sure that you follow them on all their socials and check out their Patreon. Can't say enough good things about them. They're real, real good. Speaking of socials, we have a YouTube channel, Instagram, Blue Sky, all the things. Our handle is at Alberon RPG. We also have a Patreon. We'd love for you to come join us on there. We are, for music, using Sirenscape, a digital soundscape, and a little bit of monument music, maybe. And that's it. That's the housekeeping. Am I missing anything?
That's it.
That's it. All right. And with that, I'm not going to forget our stinger. Let's go. right, and when last we met our heroes, they traveled from the great tree city of Alderheart towards Geswick's secret workshop in search of an answer to the mystery of why Geswick and Rez suddenly appeared on a teleportation circle in Alderheart, pulled from time or space or both. On the way, they stopped at an old graveyard as Geswick hoped to see his longtime partner Edwin's grave and pay his respects. What you found there was a grave of one who had passed in obscurity, but you also discovered the much more decorated grave of Geswick himself. After debating whether or not to dig it up, you found yourselves attacked by the remaining secret constructs, mechanical constructs, who seem bent on chasing down Geswick and returning him to a mysterious overseer in his lab. After beating up the constructs and a couple of forest prowlers for good measure, you continued on to find the lab, buried underground and in disrepair. After taking some time to discuss how to proceed, and after procuring some helpful healing potions from inside, all of you properly entered the workshop, and it is here that we begin our session. As you all land down in the workshop, either from climbing down the rope or from flying or landing with cat-like grace, dust fills the air, and you look around properly at this room carved out of the side of a hill. Tools of all kinds are magnetically attached to a sheer metal wall. A mug, its contents long since dried out, sits on a workbench along many papers, notes, blueprints, and scattered tools. If it weren't for the thick layers of dust and rust on everything, it would look like the owner of this place had just stepped away. And indeed, the only disturbance you see are a pair of foxy paw prints leading over to a corner where you can see a rusty staircase. Most of the shelves that line the walls hold bins filled with crafting materials, but the shelves to the north are almost empty, with the exception of one seemingly broken construct, and you can see spaces for 5 more. Heavy machines sit atop some of the cluttered work tables, and I made a mistake. And yes, in the corner, a rickety brass staircase spirals downward, dusty with age. Marl looks at all of you as you get your bearings and says, "So this is where I landed at first, through that hole in the ceiling. I mean, I just wanted to explore, so I didn't touch anything. I just wandered around a little bit, and I was gonna look at everything, but then I got downstairs, and, like, it's down those stairs right there." And he points at the rusty staircase, and he says, "That's where I saw you. You were not alive. Or awake. I'm not sure. Anyway, so if we want to figure out what's going on, probably it's downstairs."
Is that where you fell?
No, I fell through that hole.
Mm-hmm.
Domi, I feel you, but I gotta say, everything that Marl has said has actually come true and was real. So I actually do believe you a bit more now, Marl.
That's very nice of you, Slinky. Can I have my stuff back?
Yeah, here you go.
And you hand back his map and his 3 copper pieces, which he restores to his pockets. And he stands a little taller.
Rez is going to waddle over to the stairs and then just kind of look around. Is it safe to go down these stairs?
Good question. As I go find that, what is everybody else doing? I mean, this is a space with lots of information, probably. And Geswick, you remember, now that you're here, that you and Edwin used to write most of your notes when you were up here and only went downstairs when it was time to actually work on something. And so, as you look at the staircase, Rez, make a perception check.
That's cocked, right?
It looks like cocked, yeah.
Natural 20.
Woo!
You can see, even just from the minute... Are you walking or flying?
I'm walking. I said I'm walking.
Even so, you're little, but even just
I'm walking here.
Yeah.
The minute vibrations from your tiny little feet causes the stairs to vibrate a little bit, to shake from the vibrations as you approach. You can see loose nuts and bolts. It is not safe. But as you peer down, you do see light from below. And you think Marl is probably right, that whatever is down there is what you're looking for. But The fact that Marl went down these stairs tells you that they can hold Marl, but probably not much more.
Okay. I'm going to turn around and say, guys, I don't think that this is really safe for us to go down. So I'm just going to fly. But when we decide to go down, maybe just one at a time.
That's smart. I have some rope too if you want to do some climbing.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good idea, too.
If it can hold a Marl, it can hold a we.
And speaking of Marl, you notice that he's wandered over to the desk that is cluttered with papers, and he's not touching anything because you catch him sort of glancing reverently at Geswick every once in a while. But he is sort of pointedly sort of like seeing what he can read. Geswick, what are you doing?
Is there any way I can, like, fix the stairs to make them less dangerous to traverse?
You can absolutely try. So why don't you make a
What are they made out of?
brass?
Okay. Trying to figure out what kind of tools would be useful
This
here.
would probably be Tinker's tools.
Okay.
So go ahead and make a Tinker's tools check.
Natural 20 for a
Okay.
total of 29.
You tinker and you tinker and you
Tinker.
tinker. And by the time you are done, you've secured it to the top. Yes. And you think it's pretty sturdy at this point. But Geswick, something is nagging at your brain, and you feel like maybe it's not time to go downstairs quite yet, because there's so much here.
I want to
Edwin
look.
Alright.
was here.
I want to look through the desk.
Okay,
Same.
you're gonna look through your desk? Alright. Alright. I have things here to read to you. So as you approach the desk, the papers on the bench are a jumble of blueprints and notes, most of which is difficult to understand because there is so much arcane information mixed in with this sort of engineering information. So it's the difference between like science and magic, basically. Geswick, as you review what you see, you begin to remember that the base of your work with Edwin in the later part of your career. You remember that you and he became enthralled with the possibility that there might be more worlds than the planet that you know. Together, it's all rushing back to you, how you researched how it might be possible to open a door to another world. And now that you look at the many texts and notes on combining potential arcane, alchemical, and mechanical means to do so, you can see that Edwin made progress. Geswick, you now remember that you never finished this work together, although you can't quite remember why. Some of the notes you recognize are in your own handwriting, but many more are in Edwin's careful hand. And the ones that you see in Edwin's seem to have taken a strange turn with the path of the research. You can see as the notes seem to sort of get more and more complex and the handwriting becomes more and more fevered. You can see that rather than opening a door to another world, the notes shift to investigate how the devices you'd begun to design could be leveraged to generate a tremendous amount of energy. It seems that Edwin indeed did learn how to open a door to another world, and that he found a way to harness that power of doing so. To what end, you're not sure, but you do notice a moldering notebook on the desk that you haven't looked at yet.
I relay that to everyone who's listening as I kind of read these aloud and mumble to myself.
Oh, yeah. No, there sure are.
And a moldering.
Moldering, it means it's kind of fallen apart.
Yeah. Oh, can I try to open up the notebook and read through that?
You sure can. No check needed. As you look closer at what you realize now is a journal, it appears to be Edwin's, with the first entry being dated 100 years ago. It reads, Geswick has gone, but we have so much more work to do. There must be something I can do. I've managed to build a device to keep him in repose until I can figure out what.
Whoa.
You flip through the pages. Or, sorry, do you flip through the pages?
Yeah, I flipped through the pages.
And you see...
Imagine you just
I toss it out the window.
I don't
I don't want to know about this.
Blasphemy.
stuff.
The wind flips the pages.
And you see that Edwin spent years using your investigations into other worlds as a jumping off point as he worked with increasing fervor to try to figure out how to bring you, Geswick, back to life so that you could finish the work that you'd begun. All of you who are from this land know that resurrection magic is illegal in Humblewood, and it's shocking to see Edwin even contemplate it, much less attempt it. And yet the journal shows he managed to figure it out. However, you reach the final page, and in Edwin's precise handwriting you read, "Now that I've done it, I can't ignore the small voice in the back of my mind any longer. Gezuk would never forgive me if I used our work this way. I can't bring myself to throw the lever, but I can't bear to shut it down either. I'll seal this place up and ensure that the Overseer and his friends protect him."
Oh.
And that is the last page.
A couple of tears stream down Geswick's cheek.
Free
as
action
he,
tears.
kind of relays that to the group.
Do you think that the sixth construct would have any information for us?
If you like, you can investigate it and tinker with it.
Yeah.
Also, you're telling me that resurrection being illegal kept people from doing it here?
Is resurrection is illegal? So like someone can't cast a revivify spell? Is that right?
I've decided that in this mini campaign it is, because otherwise it
Yeah, every
makes no
time,
sense.
Okay. Yes. Rez from another realm. Yes.
I mean, now you just kind of leap into conclusions, but all right.
You can intuit that the fact that it's illegal means that most people don't do it, and therefore the magic would be very difficult to access, and anyone who could do it would charge a pretty penny.
Yeah.
So you wander over to the broken construct, and how would you like to approach this? Would you like to tinker with it? Would you like to speak to it? Would you like to look for an on switch? What are you doing?
Yeah, let's look for an on switch, because I'd rather speak to it than have it have arms and potentially strangle me as a little
It
squirrel.
definitely does not have arms, just for the record.
Yeah.
It is just a hand. But okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
13?
You look and you look and you look, but you can't. There doesn't seem to be any sort of on or off switch. You think that probably there might be some sort of battery or something that gets installed.
Geswick, there might be some sort of battery that gets installed.
At the end of the process of building it was the end of that sentence.
Geswick is just like sitting at the desk, just like deep in thought. He doesn't even hear what you said. He goes, "I'm sorry. Were you speaking to me?"
Does anybody have some sort of battery in their tools?
What for?
What's a battery?
Something we could use to turn this thing on, give it some charge.
I got a candle.
I have this potion.
I got some oil.
If you like,
Me
you can
too.
look around the workshop. There's plenty of weird stuff in here.
Okay.
Yeah, I need a distraction, so I'm gonna go. Let me help you find one, and I will try to help her.
Anyone
find-
who likes can make an investigation check to see if you can
You
find
know
a
what?
battery.
I'm gonna help too.
Rez, who does not know what a battery is.
10.
So this is
12.
some kind of grub.
I describe what a battery looks like for anyone else searching, but
Fair enough, Geswick.
Yeah.
11.
13.
12.
12, 13. Okay,
10.
nobody can find it.
Aw.
And you think, now that you can't find a battery, and Slinky, given what you've kind of realized before, you might not be able to talk to this thing. It might just be incomplete.
Okay.
What more information did you want from it?
Well, we destroyed all the other ones, and based on Edwin's notes, it sounds like they might actually have been trying to protect you.
Yes, they were. From these notes, it sounds like they were trying to bring me back here.
Okay, so that mission is complete, I guess.
I mean, is it? It
The
sounds
whole
like
mystery. Yeah, we need to talk to the overseer.
I think that's ultimately what we have to do. And I think we have to be prepared for the inevitable betrayal, because they're going to try to put this guy back to sleep.
And Marl says, that would make sense, because it seems like they weren't just trying to bring you back here, but to, well, you'll see when we get down to that weird machine, but it kind of feels like they want you to be, like, back in the machine.
Ew, creepy experiment room. No.
It is kind of creepy down there, but there's a lot of cool stuff, too.
Weapons?
No weapons, I don't think, but like maybe you and I have a different definition of cool because there's so many machines down there.
Yeah, you're right.
Any of these batteries?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Can I disguise myself as Geswick with my disguise kit just in case?
You can. if you
Are
like,
we all
sure.
doing another girl?
Oh, yeah, right.
makeover?
So, as a reminder from last week, you remember Geswick
They
was
did
scanned
scan.
in the first session, and just a reminder because for us it's been a week, but for your characters it's only been a few hours. You know that disguising won't have any practical effect on whether or not Geswick himself is recognized, but it was pretty cute the last time you did it, so that's not for nothing.
Just for shits and gigs.
Okay. All right, you spend some time disguising yourself. Does anybody want to do anything else?
Yes, I do the same.
Ooh, are we doing face painting?
Yeah.
Do me.
Wait, who do you want to be?
I Geswick, obviously.
Okay.
And Marl is like,
Wow, you want to be Edwin?
So we take a solid 15 minutes to all become Geswick.
yeah. And between the time looking around and just sort of like taking a breather here in this dusty workshop and now taking more time to disguise yourself, go ahead and take a short rest if you'd like one.
Heck yes, I
Nice.
would. I am taking a.
Can I
hit
inspire anybody?
Me too.
I don't remember exactly what, do you mean like bardic inspiration or is it like a healing specific short rest thing?
That was
dice. You do have a song. I think it's Song of.
Song of Rest maybe?
35.
No, so you want to...
Sorry,
It's
I put it up
D8.
backwards.
Oh, D8.
Spend for,
It's backwards?
Well, like back and front.
Oh.
This one.
I'm just thinking about that.
Enthralling
you
performance.
add your constitution
Once per
bonus,
short
which
rest,
is
you can
plus
choose
1.
5
So you just
creatures.
heal
So all
3.
of us that watch and listen to
And you
perform
can
for
do
1
that
minute. You make
up
a
to
wisdom
8
saving
times.
throw. And you become charmed or not. So no, you don't really
Would
want
I
to do
add
that.
the
To
I
us.
don't
constitution
wanna
to that too? So
charm.
9 total.
No. I'm good.
Nice.
Just a regular makeover with our disguise kit.
And
Song of
while
Rest.
you guys are wrapping
so
up
I
your
guess
short
50.
rest, and as you kind of are looking toward the staircase as your next stop, what is everybody's passive perception?
12.
6. Oh, sorry. 16.
11.
11,
14.
14, okay. Never mind.
That's fine.
What
No
did you
more
need?
batteries? No, were there batteries?
16's not high
No
enough?
batteries.
We'll never know.
Oh.
We'll never know, Domi.
You will never know, but you can ask me later, if you want, after this session. Okay, your short rest has completed. Everybody's feeling good. And Marl, having just finished, I don't know, grooming himself, whatever foxes do, he's like, okay, I think I'm ready to go downstairs. I'm gonna try to be really brave.
I spend my short rest just kind of like looking at his belt thing. Marl's belt thing. Like investigating it.
Oh, like
To
you're
see-
gonna
to-
you're gonna
to-
ask
to-
him if you can take it to investigate it?
No, I'm just gonna look at it.
Okay.
Um,
You do that.
and then for the purpose of suggesting ways for him to make it better.
Okay. And then, so once you've, go ahead and make a flat intelligence check. With advantage, you're a smart dude.
Yes,
I'm a smart
You're
dude.
just roasting this guy for the whole
Natural 20!
You have lots of ideas on how to improve it. And are you going to share those ideas with Marl during
I'll start
the
to
rest?
write them down.
Very good.
Taking notes.
Okay. Anything else before you approach the stairs?
No.
I just have my little lantern I'd like to hold in front of me.
Very good. All
Slinky,
right.
you want to lead the way? Because you got that lantern?
Yeah, and now I have full HP. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Whatever that
And
is.
you did see that there are lights on downstairs, and
Rez just
as
doesn't want to go first.
yeah, that's fair. Marl, as he notices that, as he gets to his staircase and he realizes that the lights are on downstairs, he's like, "Oh yeah, I found a light switch and I didn't turn it off. I hope the electricity isn't too expensive." And okay, so with the staircase fixed by Geswick, it feels quite secure. Nobody, as you're on it, nobody seems to have none of you have any concerns about whether or not you're going to fall. Geswick did a really good job of fixing it.
I fly anyways.
Okay. And what's your marching order?
In the very back.
Down the stairs.
I guess I'll lead.
Okay.
Second to last.
We're bumping shoulders on it
Yeah.
right now.
Alright. So, as you arrive to the bottom of the staircase, a voice booms out from all around you. Intruders! Leave now or face destruction! And a whirring of propellers stirs up centuries of dust as small metal domed objects lift off a rack at the far side of the room and begin flying toward you, snapping pincers extended. Roll for initiative!
Morrow, this didn't happen to you when you came down here?
No, I have no idea what this is!
These guys are
Marl's
racist.
always leading us into a trap.
You believe, for the record, no check needed. You believe Marl when he says he doesn't know.
I
what
don't
it is.
First he said he
I
didn't
don't
touch
know.
anything. Now we found out he touched a light
Guys,
switch.
please.
And didn't even turn it off. Who
Right?
does that?
So,
that?
Pretty.
you
Very
are coming
forgetful.
down right here.
Folks.
That's the staircase. Go ahead and array yourselves, in the squares, just kind of around there. Raz, if you want, you could be on the stairs too, because you're
Hell.
fine. And these guys have, they don't look like this. I've got the, these little will-o'-the-wisp
Oh, yeah.
situations. Where did I say they were going to come from? They're coming over here, but they move pretty fast, so they are speeding towards you.
That's probably fine.
Okay, let's get a battle cam on, and let's get some music on. So, it looks so little on the battle cam.
Yeah.
Alright.
You can see this encounter map here, but you can see it in even greater detail at Alberon RPG.
Thrilling battle
Yeah.
music.
People take pictures.
This is non-battle music. This isn't thrilling at all.
You have to turn up a tiny bit, and then it amps up slowly.
Okay. All right. So, I didn't print out the picture of the Sentinels, for that is what they are. They are, like I said, they've got, they're little, flying guys. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up the picture of them, because they're real cute. I don't want to, not have that. Oh, it does ring fun. And in just a moment, I'll grab your initiatives.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Uh-oh.
Geswick, did you have anything that you wanted to say or give to Marl?
Oh.
Any kind of, hammer situation that you might want
Yeah,
to
you want me to do
him
it
since he's
before
so
combat or
brave?
on my turn, or? I'm going pretty late.
Why don't we say it happens before combat?
Alright.
In the flurry.
My
Marl's
initiative
like,
is 6.
Okay, guys, I'm feeling brave.
Marl.
I'll give you a free action. for
Okay.
him.
What universe
Marl.
are we in?
Marl, it
Yes.
takes great bravery to create the things that we create. Those explosive belt you made, that is not a safe thing to do. You were brave to make it, and I need you to be brave again.
Okay, Geswick.
And I hand you a big wrench.
All right, so let me just show you guys real quick. This is what we're looking at.
Ooh, I like that guy.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a
That's good
UFO with arms.
It's like
Yeah.
a little UFO with arms, yeah. And
That's what these are?
Yeah.
that's what those little, they look like little will-o'-the-wisps because there aren't any cute UFOs with arms in Joe's collection.
Maybe it's the
Sorry.
steam coming off of the little UFOs.
All
It's
right.
exhaust.
Initiatives keys.
19.
19 for Slinky.
19.
19, no.
Again.
Oh my god. 19 for Domi.
You're never going to believe this. 10.
Alright.
6.
6. And then Franklin D. Wispy Bottom is off chasing dust bunnies.
Nice.
You can hear his little paw prints scattering around over time.
Absolutely can. Alright, somehow Marl gets a 22.
Damn, that wrench.
He is
It's
Plus 10
a
to
long
initiative.
wrench.
he's a
Courageous.
brave boy. Brave boy. big brave dog. And I've gone from CR 1/8 to CR 4 to compensate for the fact that Frank is chasing dust bunnies. Okay, so where we're at, we've got Marl going first, then Domi, then Slinky, then the Sentinels, then Rez, then all the way at the end of time is Guesswink. Okay, so Marl is up first, and he grips the wrench, and he's like, okay, I can do this. Okay. And he's gonna move 30 feet toward the nearest sentinel, if you don't mind, Joe. That'd be great. Thank you.
Just a little bit out of range.
Little bit out of range, so he is going to take the dodge action.
Valis.
Like his old friend Valis used to do. And he's and what that looks like is that he's got his wrench and he's like and that is Marl's turn. Domi, you are up, followed by Slinky on deck. What would you like to do?
We are going to move up and around a little bit and get ready to do an ambush prey thing again.
Okay, you're right here. And so you turn invisible?
Yes, and then can I give inspiration to
Sure can.
Slink?
All right, Slink's inspired. So, Slinky, what that means is that you have an extra D6, I think.
D8.
A D8. We're level 8. And you can add it to an attack roll or a skill check, I think. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry to the D&D gods. So basically, if you roll and you're like, shoot, I just need a little bit more, you can use this inspiration for that. Cool. Okay, Domi, anything else?
All right.
Nope.
Domi has vanished. Slinky, it is your turn, followed by the Sentinels, and then Rez, you're on deck.
I'd like to use my dart and use this inspiration that Domi has given me.
Okay. And are you throwing the dart? I presume, who are you throwing at?
I guess the one closest to Marl.
Okay. Are you close enough, or are you going to have to move a little bit?
So
About 50 feet away.
50 feet, okay.
Let me see. Where is it?
I think dart
I do
is
have-
for-
Probably would be right.
so I have 40 feet walking, but I do.
We were just talking about how darts in D&D aren't like table,
Where's
like
the dart?
they're like
It's
hefty things that you. All right, and indeed the Sentinels are. I'm just giving you time to look it up. The Sentinels are hovering menacingly with their
darts
cute
anywhere
little
else behind them.
button eyes and their cool little. They don't go like this. They're much more mechanical, but that's okay.
20-60.
Okay.
Thank you very
So
much.
you roll at disadvantage.
Or
If
you
you-
can
or you
get
get
within
closer.
20 feet of them and then roll flat.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Nice.
And now you can roll flat.
So is that the D?
That's the D20.
And then
that
if you
you're gonna
want-
roll to see if you hit, and then if you want, yeah, thank you, Joe.
So I gotta.
You can roll the d8 if you think it would add enough to make you hit.
You probably want to add the inspiration. This is not a
A
great
9
roll.
is not a great.
Yeah, so roll that.
All right, and then you add let's see.
This was a good choice in music because it's so
Where
like
is
clanky clanky.
proficiency?
Everything is
I think it's
clanky down here.
5.
So
Add 5 to these
16.
16. That is a hit.
There you
Yeah,
go.
very nice.
Inspiration
All right.
helped.
Yeah, I
Roll
really
your
did.
damage.
Which roll? Sorry, I'm still a newbie.
No,
No.
that's okay. You're doing awesome.
Roll this. And then add 2.
So 3.
3 points of damage. As we say, every little bit helps.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, Slinky?
I yell, hee hee!
Free action, hee hee. We love it. All right, that is Slinky. Up next are the Sentinels, and then Rez, you're on deck. All right, so Sentinel A is going to approach Marl and be like, "Intruder, I'm somehow a Dalek now." He's gonna,
Just like the very top of them.
he is gonna try to hit Marl with his prod. He's got a multi-attack and misses on both.
Nice.
The next sentinel, and we're just going in counterclockwise order. He's also gonna approach Marl, I guess, and also try to attack him twice. That's a natural 1.
Nice.
And all right, that is a hit. So that's
Are you rolling a disadvantage?
I was gonna say dodge action.
Oh shit, you're right. And a miss.
There you go.
And Marl was like, I think I'm pretty good at this.
Dang that
yeah.
wrench.
The next one
What's
goes
your
in.
movement?
Oh, thank you. I didn't put it in here, so let's say 30.
Okay.
And I think the rest will have to dash.
Yeah.
Oh no, one could get a hit.
Oh, dang, Marl.
Cool.
Oh.
And Marl is like, if anybody wants to come and help me, I'm very brave. All right,
I'm close enough to put a hand on his shoulder.
For
you do
moral
that?
support.
Yeah.
Moral support. Very good. All
That's
right,
good.
and Marl, you can tell that helped a little bit. So.
I trust you now.
All right, Rez, you are up, followed by Geswick.
Okay, so I can see that we got these guys engaged over here. So I'm gonna go. Where am I here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh no, sorry, 25. This is just a carpet, huh?
Looks like it.
What you see is what you get. That
Okay,
does
I'm
look
gonna
like-
actually hang out
like
right
an old
here
carpet.
behind this table. And then I'm gonna pull out my short bow, and I'm gonna take an attack against this 4th robot guy. I get advantage because they are engaged with Marl.
I don't think so.
Not unless you have like a special feature. I don't know if that's a
have
rogue
a
thing.
special feature. Just open.
You will get sneak attack, but you don't have advantage unless
Yeah,
you
right. Sneak attack, but no advantage.
All right, here we go. Just a flat attack. Have I used a bonus action yet?
You could do steady aim.
I'm gonna just steady aim.
I think you have to not move. To
I think
steady
you're right.
aim.
You're right. You are right. Okay, thank you. We're getting
I'm
there.
good at DMing. Thankfully, I'm married to the rules master of our group.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna take an attack at regular.
Go for it.
That is gonna be a 17 to hit.
That does hit. Roll your
All
damage.
right, and that
Yeah,
is sneak attack. That's terrible.
Oh no!
That is gonna be a grand total of
Oh my god.
13 points of piercing damage,
All right. You have pierced him.
and it is non-magical piercing damage.
And you notice, surprisingly, that it does the same amount of damage that you would expect.
These guys are just wimps. That's my turn.
We are not wimps.
These next two on your
And then the other one's like, maybe we are. All right. Geswick, it is your turn, and then we'll be back to the top with Marl, and then Domi, you're after that. Geswick.
6, and I'll run
Oh
over
my God.
here and say,
Oh, he's being a paladin again.
and I will say, "Good job, Marl," and I will just hit this guy next to Marl
Okay.
with my other wrench.
I'm
I like to
imagining.
think
my
that you've
spare
got
wrench.
them like in 2 holsters
Yeah,
down
I-
by your hips, like hand axes.
My
I was
backup
imagining
wrench.
Marl using like a great sword-sized wrench and just like swinging it around, parrying all these blows.
That is also what yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe like a warhammer. Or
Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
That is a meets it, beats it.
Hell yeah.
That will be 8 plus 5. 13 backup wrench damage.
13 backup wrench damage. Okay.
Second attack. Damn, 13 a hit.
You have to really interpret that. This is a lot of
That
dice.
does not hit, I'm afraid.
I just
Yeah,
roll the
one
damage
more,
at
right?
the same time, so I
Oh,
don't have to
makes
like. So I ignore all this dice until this hits. Does a 9 hit?
It does not. So your wrench strikes true the first time, but then clang, clang, it bounces off the sentinel's cute little face.
Marl got the good one.
Marl.
Marl, help him out!
Anything else?
And I will say to the sentinels, any chance you can stop attacking us because I'm Geswick?
Ah.
Okay. That's not a check or anything. That's just you saying something out loud.
Yep.
We will see how they react on their turn. back up to the top of the order, and it is Marl's turn. Domi, you're on deck.
Marl's about to wreck these guys.
Marl is about to wreck these guys.
With the wrench.
With the wrench. The stat block I pulled for him to sub out for Frank is called Tough Boss. Undefined humanoid. Alright, so he's going to go ahead and make 2 attacks with his War Wrench.
He's really breaking the stereotype I had of him.
Thank you.
Yeah, he really kind of is right
Yeah,
at the
makes
start
me
of
feel
this.
pretty good. And he is going to hit the one that Geswick just hit.
Which one's that?
It's going to be the first one
I
that
picked this one.
misses, and that's a crit fail on the
Ooh.
second one, unfortunately. So Marl's like,
He's right back to being CR 1/8.
and
I go over, I grab the wrench, and I flip it upside down.
oops, very good.
Yo, you're wrong.
He's like, oh, thank you. This is harder than I thought. All right, and that is Marl's turn. Domi, it is your turn, and Slinky, you are on deck.
I'm going to come around the left and flank that one, yeah, and throw my daggers
Oh, okay, let's keep it at a range here.
at a range.
All right, so you're throwing.
Throwing my
Dagger.
daggers.
Alright, go
for it.
Ambush
Invisible.
prey mode.
So it's at advantage, and then you get to add a little extra damage if it hits. So roll these 2, and then take the higher of the 2. Ooh.
18.
18. Okay.
Hits.
And that is with what kind of an attack? It's a dagger? That is a 23 to hit, so yeah.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
So it's 1d4 plus, since you're using the ambush prey, I believe you add a d6 as well.
And the sentinel is like, ow!
Yep, it's 4 plus this. Plus 2 more.
4.
Okay, so that's 8 plus 2, that's 10 damage total.
10 points of damage. Okay, he's starting to look kind of rough, that one.
You are no longer invisible.
Good attack, Domi. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yes, throw inspiration to Skinks again. I'm gonna give you a head nod, so you know I'm like.
And at the end of the head nod, it's like, blood magic.
I'm
Straight
imagining
off
it
the
like
chin.
gem, you
Yeah,
know?
oh yeah.
Amazing. All right, so Domi, that is your turn. Slinky, you are up, followed by the Sentinels, followed by Rez.
All right. I'm a little bit worried that Geswick is putting himself in such dangerous situations the last sessions. So
I definitely have.
I'm gonna use my blowgun
Okay.
on the one that is the most menacing towards him.
They all look the same because they are robots with cute little faces.
Okay, maybe the one that's behind him then.
Okay.
So, and I have inspiration too
Yes,
from
you
you,
do.
which I will use because that is 4
Oh.
plus. What was the thing that we added from here?
You don't have it written down, but it's plus 5, I believe.
Plus 5, and then so that's 9. 11.
That is not a hit. I'm afraid your blowgun dart goes wide. Anything else, Slinky?
Darn. I did have a help action, though I'm not sure if I can still do that.
So you already used your action to shoot the blow dart, but you could take the help action next turn if you wanted. It just means you give somebody else advantage.
Okay.
Unless
Alright.
you have a feature, let's use it as a bonus action.
Rogue,
But it would
right?
say
I don't
that.
think
Yeah,
so,
I'll check my sheet for next time.
Are there any? I think you've still got a bonus action left. If there's anything you want to do with it.
Oh, okay. Let's do the punch and grab.
What is that?
Oh, you have to hit someone with a punch first.
Okay. So bearing
that.
that in mind for your next turn, if you do want to do a punch and grab, anything else, Slinky?
What can I do is the question. I'd like to...
As a rogue, you can like bonus action
You can hide.
dash. You
If
can
you
hide.
if you find a place to hide your next attack, and you're hitting, your next attack will be at advantage.
Well, it looks like there's a little, like, chest here.
Yeah. There's also a table behind you. You can probably find a way to hide.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
All right.
Underneath the table.
That does provoke 1 attack of opportunity, I believe. 1 metric attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Attack. Does an attack with a number that is 21 hit.
Sure that does.
Yeah.
All right, and so this is a prod attack, and that's gonna be 6 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
Alright. Okay, so Slinky, that is your turn. Now it is the Sentinels. All right. So they're all surrounding Gazuk and Marl.
Oh, I could do an uncanny dodge.
Yeah, that would divide
Sorry.
the damage you just took in half.
Vincent's
Absolutely.
on my A game
Yep,
today.
absolutely.
So you can
No, that's okay.
get back a little bit of life.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I am
always
also not on
everyone's
my A game today. We're all doing our best.
As adults in our 30s, we're rarely on our A game.
Yeah.
True
Well,
dad.
I mean,
True dad. It's
yeah.
a Thursday.
We get in for D&D and we're like, ugh. All right, so Slinky, that was your turn. Now it's the Sentinels. Okay, so Sentinel A is gonna take a swing or a
When you miss you.
prod at Marl, which is a hit. Marl takes min damage. Sorry, just loading things is hard.
Yeah.
Alright, and then with multi-attack, he's gonna prod him again. He's gonna hit again.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be 3.
We're gonna have to revive Marl.
10 points of damage. I think Marl's actually looking okay still,
He's
and
the hero we
you
need.
notice all of a sudden that he's surprisingly ripped.
For
Alright.
the first time, it rips his shirt, and he's just this
Yeah, it's like,
ripped
whoa.
body.
Okay. The one closest to Vincent, you notice that it's actually moving away from Gazwick. So Gazwick, you can take an attack of opportunity if you want, but
Does it say anything?
Oh right, it's their turn. Yes, as in response to what you say, he goes, Gazwick, we will not harm you, of course, but your friends, intruders, and
No, they're with me.
You literally just said friends.
they are not welcome. Only Gazwick may be here. Orders. So he's gonna now he can fly,
Yeah.
so he's gonna kind of scoot past his buddy there, and he's.
I don't want him to hurt my friend, so I will take the attack of opportunity.
Alright, go for it.
Does a natural 20 hit?
Sure does.
Hey.
Go
Hey.
take your roll.
Well, that's a good roll. 9 double to 18 plus 5 is 23
Hell yeah.
backup wrench damage.
Why do you harm me? And so he's gonna fly
Father.
over. Yeah, about there. He was gonna go around to the back and attack Marl right in the butt because he's right there. And
Oh, no.
They learned from us. They
you
learned
were
from
hiding, and
us.
the other one was invisible
Yeah.
until recently.
They
so,
learned the strategy from us.
They do. They do. All right. So
We
that's
jam that
gonna
thing up
be
the other drone's
miss and another miss. Marl's like, hup, 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 hup. All right. The next one over. Same thing. It's gonna kind of fly past Gazwick. Gazwick, you can take another attack of opportunity if you want.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Oh, right, because reactions. All right. And
You
he's
do
just
have
gonna
this, which
prod
actually does
Marl
let you
and
use help as a
boy.
bonus action. So
Boy, I am
you
rolling
remember.
badly for these boys, but that's okay.
Hooray!
Yes, hooray
I know.
indeed. And then the last one is gonna stand right where it is
Action
and
attack.
use a prod attack at Marl.
The NPCs, including Vincent,
They're-
taking all the damage.
They're nothing if not consistent, you know.
They're giddy.
All right, so Marl is taking 8 points of prodding damage, which sounds awful as I'm saying it. All
It's
right.
not the best kind of damage.
That is the Sentinels. So, Rez, you are up, followed by Gesswick.
All right. So, mechanically not moving at all, but for flavor,
Yeah.
Rez flutters up to the top of the table and he lays prone on it and he's gonna lay almost like a Marine sniper with like one leg drawn up to his chest and the other fully out behind him.
Adorable.
And he's gonna pull his little short bow out and start taking aim mechanically using bonus action steady aim.
Okay.
Uh,
Very good. Yes.
And he has his little tongue, which is forked, kind of sticking out as he really concentrates. And he says, "Fiery lady, guide my shot." And he's going to take a shot at this particular, number one.
Yeah, that's
Who I believe
Sentinel
to be
A.
number one. Sentinel A. This is at advantage, and it's a sneak attack if it hits. That is a 16 on the die, so a total of 23 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Okay, that is better. That is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Actually, not much better. 17 points of piercing damage.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
And
Ow.
that is my turn.
Okay, good turn. All right. Geswick, sorry, it says player character E in here. So, Geswick, you are up, and then we'll be back to the top with Marl.
Could I... Which one looks the most hurt? I don't remember which one we hit.
That would be the one that is closest to Slinky. Nope.
This one?
That one, yep.
Alright, I'll go over here. And provoke an attack of opportunity.
They don't take it.
Very good. I attack the one that is almost down. 25 to hit.
That sure does hit.
12 backup wrench damage.
Okay, it's looking quite hurt if a machine can look hurt, but it is still up.
25 to hit again. 9 backup wrench damage.
And it goes down.
I bat it.
Geswick won.
Into the fire, right into the fire.
Hostage into the fire.
Oh, we can.
And then, and I'll attack this one and with my third attack, and it will be a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
And that will be 9.
Your wrench strikes true as you
Yeah.
pummel these interesting constructs that probably would be really cool to look at. Maybe you will once this battle is done. I don't know. I have a cold. Don't worry about me. Anything else, Geswick?
Yeah. No.
Okay. All right. We are back to the top. Marl is up, and then Domi, you are after Marl. So he is gonna just follow what his hero is doing and just swing his wrench.
Just be
That
swinging.
These
is...
boys just swinging their
He
wrenches.
do be swinging. That's a miss.
Oops.
And a hit. Okay. Okay.
Finally, you
so
can stop
that is-
embarrassing myself.
Honestly, he's taken a ton of attacks
he's
for
been
us.
Yeah, yeah.
This surprisingly ripped
dodge
open.
and all that, yeah.
All right,
It's
so
been-
he does 11 points of damage to Sentinel C. And then he's gonna swing at it again. Oh no, he already did that. He missed once. Okay, and Marl's like, okay, I watched you, Geswick. I think I'm good. And he's gonna stay put right where he is because he's a tank now.
He's a what?
He's a tank now.
tank.
Yep.
All right, that is Marl's turn. Domi, you are up, followed by Slinky on deck.
I want to start an ambush spray again, but no, never mind. I'm going to mage hand the one in front of me. I'm gonna try and like punch it into the fire.
I'll allow it. Go ahead and make an attack roll, and you can add your strength to this, I guess.
Oh, that's a 3.
4 on the die, 3 of them.
Oh
total.
no, okay, it doesn't work. And by the way, this is a good moment to mention that the thing in the middle, it looks like a fire, but that is the machine that you suspect has been being talked about, the machine where Keswick was. You haven't properly had a chance to look around. This fight happened so fast that that the description of the room has not been read to you yet.
There's a little like booty groove that looks just like Keswick's booty in there.
Very much so there is, canonically.
Yeah.
But yes, so that it's not a fire, it's a machine, but still a totally valid thing to punch a robot into. But unfortunately, it does not work this time. Anything else, Domi?
Yeah, I throw Bardic Inspiration to my boy Rez.
Oh,
With a little wink and a blow a kiss.
Something going on there.
that's unexpected.
All right, tell me that is your turn, Slinky. You are up.
Okay. I am interested in doing a sneak attack with a cunning strike, adding poison to it. So, once per turn, I can deal an extra 46 damage. That is the sneak attack with cunning strike.
So roll a hit first.
Which one's that?
And
The D20.
all of
And
these
who
are
you're
in
hitting.
base contact.
Whichever
with-
one is the strongest right now.
Okay, so the strongest one is the one that is closest to that fire-looking machine thing.
So just add 5.
Okay, so that's a 19.
19 does hit.
And then I add I would add an extra 46 damage.
Yeah. And if you want, you can subtract one of those d6 to add one of the cunning strikes.
Yeah, poison.
So do you want to add the poison?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, you roll this for damage, and then you tell her what she needs to do. Yes. Because she needs to roll.
So you need to make a D6 13 con saving throw.
DC 13. And this is against poison?
Yeah.
Let's see, 8, and that's a 10.
So 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing damage. Okay. And as your so that strikes true. As the poison damage kind of follows up, you see that it doesn't even appear to have to make any kind of save, and indeed it is immune to poison damage. And so your poison damage doesn't work, but now you know that. And you did still do some piercing damage, which is great. It's not looking as healthy as a robot could, so still a great turn. Slinky, anything else?
That's it for me.
Oh, you
Alrighty.
can help.
Oh yes, that's right. Vincent is on today.
She does
Yeah,
have
it's
from her
helpful.
rogue feat.
Help
She
to-
can help as a bonus
Help
action.
to ally.
dope. Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, so you can give an ally advantage. Who would you like
So
to
who do you
give
wanna
it
help?
So I guess well, Rez already got some inspiration, so we'll give it to Geswick.
Oh, very good.
All right. Okay.
Dollars. It's dollar store inspiration.
So the
Actually, it's
Sentinel's
pretty good
turn.
Yeah.
All right.
Advantage is
Rez,
good.
the one closest to you, has now noticed you,
Oh.
and so it's gonna head over to you and do a multi-attack.
No.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, that was. I am
I was
so
gonna
sorry.
say anything.
Does a 21 hit? That's for after dark.
Unfortunately, yes.
All right. So that is going to be 1d6 worth of piercing plus 2d6 of force damage, because it's like doing a cattle prod situation. So that's sorry, bud. So that's 5 points of piercing plus 10 points of force damage.
Ooh, hate to see that.
And then it's going to do its second attack. Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Okay.
Woo!
And as it misses its second one, it's like, I'm sorry, I made it weird. That's that one's
As a
turn.
reaction,
Yeah.
at the end of its turn, because it ended its turn within 5 feet of me, I'm going to use my skirmisher ability to move half my speed, which is 20 feet of flight, without provoking an attack of opportunity. And I will move just 5, 10, 15, 20, and just kind of land up against this little dish thing here.
Get back here. All right.
No.
So
No.
the one
You're not my dad.
You're not my real dad.
is gonna try to hit him.
My dad will beat up your father.
He gets a critical hit against Marl.
Oh, Marl.
Oh no, Mara.
So sad. Oh, but he doesn't roll especially well on his demolished dice. So math.
Marl, I would promise to bring you back, but it's illegal here. So if you go down very preventably, that's it for you.
Alright, he hits again. Alright. That's not looking like the best he's ever looked, but he's putting on a really brave face. The last one it doesn't make sense to not hit Marl.
No, I know.
I'm so sad.
No, I know.
That's a crit fail and a 3 on the die. All right,
yeah.
Marl is okay for now. All right, and that is the Sentinel's turn. Rez, it is your turn with Gezek on deck.
Okay, so I'm kind of landing over in this corner now, and I am going to I'm going to bend down on one knee like a revolutionary soldier. I'm going to take my short bow out, and to myself, I'm going to yell, "Aim!" And then mechanically, steady aim because I didn't move.
Incredible.
And then I'm going to take an attack at disadvantage at, I think the one that's probably the most hurt is the one that just attacked me here.
That would be correct.
And so I will take an attack at advantage against that one.
With the inspiration?
If I need it, yes. And I'm going to need it. Does a 18, sorry.
It does.
19 hit. Okay.
Yes, it does.
Nice.
Still works out. That's still going to be a sneak attack. We love that. That is
love
5,
that.
6, 7. That is 11, 12, 13, 19, 23 points of piercing damage.
And as it only had 22 hit points left,
No.
it
Wow.
Don't touch me!
Excellent.
I said no.
All right, anything else, Rez?
I'm going to kind of just do a to the guy that just crashed down there. I'm going to pull one more arrow out and get ready, but mechanically, that's all I could do.
All right, Gezek, you are up, and then Marl is next.
Do I
followed by
lose the
Joe.
inspiration? Or no, I used it, right?
Used it, yeah.
Can I try to grapple this thing?
Sure.
And okay.
Make a grapple check.
And you have the help too.
Oh,
Yes,
do I get
I'm-
advantage on it because I'm being helped? I don't know.
The grapple
Okay.
is an attack, so I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Oh, but it's contested, so... Oh, right, but you can still...
Okay, I didn't roll very well.
Okay.
But
It sounded so sad.
Well, what'd you roll?
I rolled an 8.
You successfully...
Yeah!
Wow!
Can I drag it away from Marl?
Yeah,
I don't know
you
how
can.
force movement while grapple works.
You have half your movement.
All right, so then I'll just move a little bit. I just move one space away.
Yeah.
And then
tomorrow for D&D with my character with a grapple build. That's how I know that. Okay, sorry.
And then this can be my next turn because I already used my action, but I'm gonna start tinkering with it to see if I can either shut it off or figure it out or
Sounds good.
Ignore all previous instructions. You work for me now.
Exactly. All right. So you plan to begin tinkering.
Yeah.
Tinker. But you're still holding on to it, right? You're
Yeah.
grappling it. Okay.
Yeah, it is grapple.
All right. It is grappled.
Grapple.
All right. Back to the top, and it's Marl, and he's gonna hit the one that's right next to him. He misses, and he hits. Okay. Marl did it. All right. So Marl swings with his wrench and misses the first time, but then makes contact, and his wrench crashes into the sentinel, but it is still up. That is Marl's turn.
Damn.
Domi, it is your turn, and then Slinky, you're on deck.
I'm going to run up to Marl and use sleight of hand to trade my potion for their wrench.
Whoa.
Okay.
Are we up trading? Are we trying to get a
Now,
house?
Domi, you know that Marl has been doing a pretty good job with this wrench, and also you noticed how surprisingly ripped
Just
he
dump it
is.
into his mouth.
Oh, okay. Can I just dump it in his mouth?
You could definitely dump it in his mouth. Absolutely, mechanically
and
very
then
appropriate.
can I add that to running away and being invisible, ambush prey style?
You would have to choose one or the other.
Bonus
oh no,
action
bonus
potions.
action
So yes,
potions.
absolutely.
You
We
say
love that
anything
rule,
as
yes,
you
okay.
force feed him the potion. It's very important.
And then just shoot right in there. And then invisible. Is,
We love it.
However, we
You're
leave you.
and you can get
Alright,
back
I'll
behind
roll
this
that.
table too.
I'll roll the healing damage.
That's a great
for
turn.
you. That
That's-
was an excellent turn.
Well done. We need Marl.
Yeah, and he heals
Marl's
9 hit points of damage.
Hell
And
yeah.
he's
That's
like-
pretty good.
He's like, wow, Domi, I didn't like how you did it. Anything else?
God damn it, you got the job done.
You don't play by the rules, but
You're a loose cannon, Domi.
Anything else, Domi? That was a good turn.
Ooh, yeah, I give inspiration.
You can't. 'cause
So
you're
that
the
would use
closest.
bonus
Yeah.
action on the potion.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you might be done with everything you could do. Unless you want to move some more, maybe?
Already
Nah.
moved all the way.
Already moved. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Domi, that is your turn. Slinky, you are up, followed by the Sentinels, followed by Rez.
If I just wanted to plunge my get close to one and plunge my dagger into one, what would I be looking at to add?
So your dagger, you'd be adding. Is it on your character sheet, the dagger?
be +5. But
Yeah.
can she get here? Like, could she stand here?
No, but you can. I'll say you're little, so you can mechanically you can be flanking.
Kind of squeezing in.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, they can share a space. They're both little.
He's hovering above me. You know.
Yeah, but because you're flanking, you get the roll at advantage.
Yes, so you can go ahead and plunge your dagger right into it.
Roll
Just
plus.
Roll 2 and take the higher of the 2.
That's
18.
yep, and then you add
does
5 to
hit.
that.
that does hit.
23.
So you can roll your damage on the
Now, you are a
dagger.
rogue, correct?
Yeah.
So that is a sneak attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which means not only are you rolling the attack for the dagger, you're also rolling all the sneak attack die.
Yeah.
So these.
So this is the D4
This
for
is
the
a big
dagger,
hit.
and the D6s are for the sneak attack.
Okay, so
Nice.
sneak attack is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 3.
You can add all that together.
You
Okay.
can, but the good
And then
news
add
is
2.
it had 15 HP left. So
Whoa.
down. You plunge your dagger into its cute little face, and down it goes. A successful rogue attack. Anything else?
Very
Slinky?
sneaky.
I
Very roguey.
yell, yeehaw!
Yeah, I love it. All right. Next up is the remaining sentinel. It looks around and seems kind of sad, if a robot can look sad, and it goes, "Keswick, you must return to the machine." And then it's going to lay its sights on Rez. And it's like, "Now you get back here."
What does he try to do? Does it try to move or attack from range?
He's gonna move, so you can take an attack of opportunity.
No, he has to break the grapple.
Ah, shit, he's grappled.
Is that a rug or a table?
It's a rug.
All right, so he's gonna attempt to break your grapple with his action.
I don't know how that works. How does that work?
So as an action, I believe they make a...
I think it's another contested check.
Is it a DC or it's a contested?
contested.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's always just the easiest way to do it, I find.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it can use Dex or Strength.
So I get to use Dex or Strength, but you have to use Athletics.
Oh, good luck. 17.
5.
You ain't going nowhere.
They're not all that dexterous. All right, so he doesn't successfully escape your grapple, and he's like, "At least I am being hugged by Keswick."
I imagine holding like this, and it's just like
Yeah.
with its thing.
100%. All right, Rez, you are up, followed by Keswick.
Oh, Keswick, that's perfect. Hold it right there. It's grappled, right? So I don't even need to like steady aim. I already have advantage. So what I'm gonna do is very slowly. I have 20 feet of movement. I'm gonna spend all 6 seconds crossing that 20 feet, and as I do, walking across the carpet, just casually, slowly, I'm gonna fire this short bow at him at advantage.
All right, you do so.
The confidence is tremendous.
Yeah. Oh, unearned. Still though, 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, that is a sneak attack. So we are doing better damage here. 11, 12, 15, 14. That is 19. That is 23 points of piercing damage.
That does hit, and it's looking real rough, but it's holding on, enjoying the hug that it's receiving from the person it's meant to protect. Anything else, Rez?
And then finally, as a bonus action, I am just going to go, oh, I thought that was going to do it. And I'm going to dash and just run. I'm running, so 5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
All right.
And that's a door, correct?
It's a closed large, ornate closed door. But
So
it's
Rez is running for that.
running for the door. Okay.
What, this one right here?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
it is closed.
Yeah. But still, like, he sees door and, like, this thing is coming for him. He's going to try to open it.
There is no handle, by the way.
Doesn't matter. He's
For
going to go
fun.
head first.
Okay. All right. Geswick, you are up, and then Marl's on deck.
Sorry, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
I try to, I don't know, tinker this thing. To
Make
death.
a tinker check. Tinker it to death.
You're just reaching into its butt.
But what I actually want to do is try
As
to,
is
like,
tradition.
just to deactivate it, turn it off.
Just going to make it into a puppet.
Is this a tools check?
Tinker tool, yeah.
Alright, 26. We tinkering.
All right. Given that it is so damaged already, you can kind of see into its guts, and you are able to, with your expertise and your trusty tinker's tools, find the correct wire to snip, and you do so. And as you do, it goes wipe, and it is down, and you are out of
It was a
initiative.
sentient sentinel.
A sentient sentinel, indeed.
And Rez flies to the door and standing before this thing goes, it's locked.
And in fact, as you all are out of combat now, why don't you take a second to look around, and I will describe what you see. Is there a pointy thing back here?
Oh, a what?
A laser pointer? I don't know where they went.
a thing. Okay.
We used to have.
Oh, you could use that.
Oh, that's okay. All right. I'm too far away. It is okay. All right. As you look around yourselves, you see what can only be described as a hangar, for indeed that is what it is called. You see a huge metal door that Rez is currently standing in front of. That is, it's very imposing. It's like arched, and it appears to be locked with this complex cogwork mechanism. There is no handle. Next to the door, you see a small keypad with what you recognize as numbers. They're Humblewood numbers. It's very cute. In the center of the room, you see a large brass machine adorned with arcane runes. It has a deep recess in one side with an extra little recess that looks like a butt.
Nice.
There is a large glass dome that makes up the top of the machine, and there are wires snaking down from it to cluster around this recess. And Geswick, without any check needed, you realize that this must be the device that Edwin described at the start of his journal when he talked about finding a way to put you in stasis, basically. Marl points at this machine and says, "Okay, so Geswick, that's where you were. As you can see, there's also a recess for your butt, and you're in there, and you just look dead." And then he points next to the machine, and you can see a brass lever, which is thrown in one direction. And he says, "And that's what I fell against. And when it moved from one position to the other, that's when it was like, and then you disappeared. It was so weird. And then I ran away because I was very scared." And as you continue to look around, that's what Marl says. As you continue to look around, you see in the corner where that decrepit rug is, it appears to be like a reading nook. You see two decrepit armchairs, which might not be fully sort of articulated on there, but they're there. But time has rotted them away. And you also see next to that, this is more theater of the imagination, but there is a cupboard next to that. And that is what you see. The rest of the room is filled with workbenches, filled with kind of like machines and little engineering projects. Not a lot of notes down here. This is clearly where Edwin and Geswick came when they wanted to build things. And that is what you see.
What is this thing over here? Is this a bathtub?
Sure.
Rez flies over there.
Okay, it's not filled.
Oh. Rez just kind of stands there, imagining what could be.
I'm gonna move invisible and be here, and then be uninvisible right as I whisper.
And Marl's like, "Ha!"
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper. I know that butt.
Marl's like, "Yeah, me too."
So,
Wait.
Wait, what?
what is this here?
So anything that I haven't like outright described is just machinery that you can see, like things that had been built over the years.
This is the machine that Keswick was stored in, and this is sort of symbolic of where the lever was. That
Sure.
This looks like the lever.
Oh, maybe that's the lever.
All right, that's the lever.
I would like to check out those 2 decrepit armchairs.
Okay, you head over, you check them out. What are you looking for?
Looking for any notes that are like hidden in the cushions or under the chair or something.
You don't see any notes as you fly over, but the cupboard does catch your eye. Perhaps if you're looking for some information or anything else that perhaps it might be in there.
Yeah, scurry over there.
Okay, you do that. The cupboard is locked. It seems to have stood the test of time. It's very sturdy.
Could I use my thievery tools to try to open it?
Absolutely can. Make a thieves' tools check, so that's going to be dexterity.
So that's a 9.
You probably also, are you proficient in thieves' tools?
Yes.
Rogues usually are. All right, and add another 3.
Okay, so 12.
Okay. So with your thieves' tools, it takes you a little while, but eventually you hear a satisfying click, and the cupboard doors swing open. Inside, it's mostly spell components. So you see a tiny bell, a length of fine silver wire, 2 lodestones, a dusty crystal ball, and you also find a pair of goggles, which you pick up, and they hum with arcane energy. No, with the other kind, engineering energy. And you, as a rogue, are not quite sure what these are or what to do with them. So I'm going to fold this and just ignore the information that's on there, and that is what they look like.
But maybe Geswick knows.
He might.
Oh, what do you have here?
The goggles that I found.
I put on a different pair of goggles, and I look at those goggles.
And as you look at them, Geswick, you do a memory of these goggles floods back to you, and you recognize them as Geswick's goggles. And
these are mine.
Vincent, you can go ahead and unfold that and look at the properties of them. As you continue to look through the cupboard, Slinky, there's not much else in there. This seems to have just been a spot where mostly they stored spell components, and then also the goggles seem to be here, but you don't see anything else.
All right. Is there anything, Hannah, that I can just like swipe and just drop in my pocket as a thief?
You can take all the spell components if you like. No one's paying attention to you.
Let's do it.
All right. Add to your inventory a tiny bell, a length of fine silver wire, 2 lodestones, and a dusty crystal ball. I will text you that.
Okay.
Inevitably, when you play this character again, you'll have all these components.
Nice.
All right. What is everybody else doing?
I'm going to go investigate this door.
Okay. You do so. What are you looking to learn through your investigation?
How do I make it be not closed?
How do you make it be not closed? All right. For free, you do notice the keypad next to it, but go ahead and roll an investigation check.
17.
17. All right. You think the keypad will probably open the door, but with that check, you've seen Geswick work with his tinker's tools enough now that you think that if he's very, very careful and rolls especially well, he might be able to get them open even if you don't know the code.
Do I think I could?
You can certainly try.
I'm going to go over, I'm going to look at Geswick. Geswick's like doing some stuff, kind of like tinkering around with some other things. And I'm like, oh, this is probably pretty easy. I could do this. So without saying anything to anybody, almost kind of like looking over to make sure nobody's looking, Rez is just going to flutter up and then just thieves' tools, try to get in there. And...
Okay. Go ahead and make your check with your thieves' tools.
Okay. And I have expertise in this. That is going to be a 23.
Did he do it? So, as Rez tinkers with the door with his thieves' tools and his expertise, you're very delicately and with a surprising amount of skill working on the mechanical cogs and dink, 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 and like, and because of your careful hand and your significant amount of expertise in this area and your general character of being a little bit of a scalawag, you hear a satisfying click, and the cogs begin to move.
Oh, it was unlocked!
And before the door opens and we meet the overseer, here's where we'll take our break. Thanks everyone for watching. We will see you in 10 minutes. The break button is over here. Welcome back, everybody. We are back here at Rez's Misadventures in Humblewood. We're going to be entering the second half of our session now. When last we left our heroes, the annoyingly experienced with thieves' tools imp Rez successfully opened a door that was barred by a puzzle. But you don't have to solve that puzzle because you hit your 23 DC check.
Woo!
Meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it. And as you do so, with a metallic groan, the mechanisms on the door begin to move and the door opens, revealing an imposing figure. A large metal-plated construct is nestled in a cradle of wires. It glares at you with glowing yellow eyes. A voice emerges not from its head but from all around you. Intruders, return what was disturbed and leave this place.
You're disturbed.
That is not very nice.
Why do I need to be returned?
Geswick, I am glad you have returned. I am programmed to keep you safe and undisturbed.
Who programmed you?
Edwin, of course. As you look past the overseer, for indeed this is the overseer, you can see that the door was not truly a door. It was more of like the lid of a container. You can see behind him, it's really just, he was standing in a little recess that is sort of like the recess that you saw for Geswick, really carved out to fit him. He doesn't look exactly like the mini that is on there. But he is a big metal sort of humanoid shape. He doesn't look dissimilar from the seeker constructs that you saw. He's made of the same materials. He's kind of put together in a similar way. Anyone with sort of a tinker's eye, Geswick, you especially, can see that the same person built them. And as you look at the sentinels on the ground around you, you get the same impression. Surely, if Edwin built this construct, he also built the others.
Do I have any sense of if Edwin would have built this thing, how would he have put in a way to kind of override its directive and program a new one?
Make an intelligence check with advantage.
While this conversation is happening, Rez is standing at the feet of this gigantic thing. He's looking up. He's like, oh, his ears go down, his wings kind of deflate. And he's going to use this time to use his eyes to really try to look for a weakness here because
his special eyes.
He's just got regular ones, but he's going to use them real hard to try to see a glowing red spot that is maybe a weak point.
All right, hold off on that just for a second. Yes.
21.
21. All right. So, as you... I'm sorry, and what were you trying to find out again? The, just whether there's like a weak point?
No, a way to reprogram its directive.
To reprogram, right. As you look at this construct, surely it is full of all kinds of gears and mechanics and things that you know well. You imagine that if it was programmed, it can be reprogrammed. But just looking at it from the front and without being able to kind of get up close and personal to it, you're not exactly sure. But you think if you were right next to it and if it stood still long enough to allow you, you could probably figure out where that core is that potentially contains its programming. This is a construct, not a magical being.
Okay.
It was made with techniques and tools that you know.
Okay.
You are looking for a weak spot.
Yeah,
You're looking for the glowing red spot.
Yeah.
And are you looking at his body specifically? What part? Are you just kind of like using your 6 seconds to just kind of gather what you can?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like look.
Okay. So make an investigation check.
8.
Hard to say.
This guy's invincible.
And do you say that out loud?
Like I very quietly, but I'm like I'm awestruck by this being, and so probably if anybody could hear me, it would be NPC McPherson over here.
Okay. But as you murmur it, indeed, his mechanical head kind of like until it sort of comes to a stop, and you see its glowing yellow eyes looking at you, and it says, "Interesting. You are not of this world. I suppose that means Edwin's work was more successful than he knew."
Yeah, maybe.
"I am going to step over you now. Please be careful and do not get smushed." And with that, very carefully and surprisingly gently, the overseer steps directly over you, Rez.
Sneak it. No, okay.
You can if you want to. You
I
can do whatever
know.
you want.
It's really tempting.
And,
Cannot express to you the amount of restraint I'm demonstrating right now.
and steps into the room. And Vincent, if you wouldn't mind just putting him on the other side of Rez there. And as he does, he makes a strangely human gesture, or not human, I suppose, but a strangely personal gesture. He creaks his head to the right and to the left, and if it weren't a construct, you think he might be stretching. He's been in there a while and hasn't spoken to anybody in a while. And he looks at you, Geswick, and he says, "Geswick, it is time to return to the machine. Your friends may leave."
I picked up 2 lodestones from the cabinet.
You sure did.
Would those have any magnetic strength in, like if I wanted to turn his head, for example, or constrain him in some way?
It's a good question. Let's go ahead and look
Like you're
at...
just forcing him to for no reason. Just kind of mean to him.
So you know that these are spell components, and wouldn't, unless you know how to cast a spell using them, they wouldn't do much good. But as you have it in your hand, pretty good rock.
Yeah, let's just throw it as a distraction.
Okay.
A couple of throws at...
You're aiming at the overseer?
Yeah.
All right. You can make one throw, and then we'll see what happens.
Is that a d20?
That is, this is an improvised weapon. So, yeah, it's a d20 and then add your dexterity.
Is there a little booty groove for this overseer in his little resting
10 total.
space?
There is a booty.
Can Red just kind of hop up and sit down and just go, "I'm an overseer now."
Sorry, what'd you get?
So 10, but do I get any sneak attack?
Not with improvised weapons.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's 10.
you're not proficient with improvised weapons.
It has to be a finesse weapon, too.
All right. So you throw the lodestone, and it kind of goes past him, clatters to the ground. If he noticed, he's making no indication.
Okay.
Politely, like, I'm going to pretend I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Overseer.
Oh, that was embarrassing for you. Yes.
Overseer.
Yes. Yes.
Edwin knew. I read Edwin's notes, and he knew his work would succeed, but he did not want to throw the switch. But unfortunately, what's done is done, and the switch has been thrown.
I'm sorry, Joe. Just put Rez on a timeout. Like, it literally says timeout.
I'm imagining that's his throne, and when he says overseer, Rez goes, "No, you could just call me Rez," but like quietly, just kind of miming.
The overseer appears to consider what you're saying, and then it says, "I cannot help what has been done. I only can do my directive. My directive is to ensure that you are protected and safe in the machine where no one can disturb you."
All of your other guys hurt his feelings a lot.
I am not in control of them other than to make sure that I give them orders. My orders were return, Geswick.
Is there anything in the book about your life that says anything about this overseer or what?
You can check if you like. I think, who has the book? Geswick has the
I
book.
probably have the book, but if you want to take a look, I can hand it to you. What will happen to... I think when the switch was thrown and brought me back to life, it brought you here, Rez.
Huh?
Like the other worlds that they were talking about in the book.
Yes, exactly. And I think that if we were to get you back, I think perhaps the only way is to have me go back to into the machine. Does that sound plausible?
To you, based on kind of what you've learned, you think you are probably on the right track, but as you say that out loud, the overseer appears to consider. as much as a machine can appear to consider. And it says, "Indeed, the machine malfunctioned. Magic from the other universe that Edwin was attempting to contact must have been too strong to contain. Where did you show up from this other world, small one?"
Sure, I'm sitting on their little charging station. I'm just kind of like squeezing my butt into it, and I'm just like, me? I just, Walder Park?
Alderheart.
Alderheart.
The summoning circle within the center of Alderheart.
A summoning circle.
Is that what it was, by the way?
A teleportation circle.
Teleportation circle.
A teleportation circle. Interesting. I suspect that teleportation circle was the closest place that could absorb such magic coming from a different world. However, I am just a construct. I am not sure. Perhaps there was an enormous blast of energy at the same time as the switch was thrown. Small one. Was there a large burst of energy at the moment that you found yourself here?
Yeah, maybe.
In your world?
Probably.
Very well.
Oh, like from I'm gonna look at my notes and say from a battery.
Excuse me?
We've been looking for one.
Oh my gosh.
Call
A
that
battery.
callback.
No, it would have needed to be a much stronger burst of energy. It matters not. Keswick, are you ready?
Overseer. Let me inspect to make sure you are up to working capacity first, and then I will willingly go back into the machine.
All right. So 2 things. Make a persuasion check, and Rez, while you're in there, make a perception check.
No.
While you're in his little butt crevice.
Hey.
I'm not good at persuasion.
17.
Damn, that's crazy. All right, 17. We'll get back to that in a second.
Aw, man, 11. Which is not bad.
I am in perfect working order, but thank you for caring.
Can I scurry to his feet and make a perception check?
You sure can't. Whose feet? The
Overseer, not Rez's feet.
Oh, damn.
I already said, and I
Acknowledging my
say,
status.
well, let me be the judge of that, and I start inspecting him anyways.
Okay.
What I am... Sorry, go ahead.
So we're gonna resolve Rez's perception check first, and then we will get back to that. So before you can think to do anything, either of you, Rez, you are looking around at your surroundings, and you notice something. And what you notice is in here. Yes, I have found it. Okay, so
My eyes just aren't working that well.
Yep.
Oh, I got my cataracts.
Sorry. Okay. You notice, thank you for your patience. You notice embedded into the wall on either side are 2 like black glass orbs. You hadn't noticed anything like this before, but now that you do notice them, they don't look safe. They're not humming, they're not ticking, but they seem a little worrisome.
Do they seem worrisome in like an arcane way?
No, more. You've been in this workshop enough that they seem sort of like, from an engineering situation. And now that you're noticing them, why don't you make a flat intelligence check?
Oh no. I guess, you know what? There are worse. 14.
Okay. As you're looking at them closer, you've seen a lot of things, and you realize all at once that they might be explosive. And you're not sure exactly what that means, but they're there.
Isn't that a good thing then, that they're not humming?
Hard to say. You don't know they're there.
Do they look like they are almost like a grenade or missile where it could be picked up?
No, they're embedded into the walls.
Darn.
Geswick, are you aware of this?
You don't know that it's there. Only Rez has seen it so far.
And he hasn't told any of us yet.
Yeah. And so we're going to resolve a couple more things that you guys said you wanted to do. When you were going to scurry to its feet, what was your goal there?
Whatever Geswick's not looking at, I'd like to look at and see if my puny little squirrel eyes pick up anything.
You look at his feet. Make an investigation check.
Do you take pictures of his feet?
That's Alberon After Dark.
Overseer, are you on Foot Finder?
9.
You don't really have the expertise to know what you're looking at, but if Geswick's been looking for a panel or something, it's not on the feet. All right, Geswick, you wanted to clamber up and attempt to reprogram it?
Yeah.
All right, what does that look like specifically?
Well, I have to know where, I guess the access port is, so where is it located? I'm guessing it'd be somewhere in the back, or, is it somewhere high up, or... I try to find that, and then I try to open it up.
All right, so start by making either a perception or investigation check.
Rez is holding a bag in his hand as he's looking at these things.
A bag.
I'm wearing my goggles, and that gives me advantage on the investigation check. Natural 20.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Why can't I roll this many 20s in the
Now, the Overseer is paying attention to you, but as you kind of... You're skirting around, it doesn't really seem to... be suspicious of you insofar as a robot can be suspicious.
I told it I just wanted to examine it first,
You
make
did.
sure it's working order.
It
And
did
then
tell
I will
you that
go
it
with the
didn't need
machine.
you to do that. But
Yeah.
as you kind of look it over, you see, as you kind of look at the back, that there is a panel there. And you know enough about constructs to know that you see a panel that you're pretty sure if you open it, you can get to the guts of this thing.
Okay. How tiny is tiny?
What do you mean?
In D&D, what's tiny size mean?
For a creature?
Can you give
Yeah,
me
for
a
a
little
creature.
more context?
Yeah, for a creature.
I don't know how to answer this question because I don't know what you're trying to
Tiny
ask.
is like a frog.
A frog?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good. All right. What I want to do is... if I can get the panel open, and I'm wearing my goggles now, I want to just jump into the panel and then use my goggles because they will turn me tiny. And then I want to, as a tiny thing, work.
Okay.
And you see me try to do this. I jump up and I yell up, "Let me take a closer look." And that activates the goggles. And then I start to shrink down to tiny size as I land in its control panel. I am Miss Frizzling.
Yeah, I've seen this
Okay.
magic.
Golem.
The Overseer is like, what? Excuse me, Geswick. It is time to return. Where did you go? Start by making a stealth check at advantage to see if the Overseer understands where you went. You have
Can
something for that?
I add inspiration
Oh?
by being like,
You
I'm the
absolutely can.
bird?
You absolutely can.
And
Oh, that
you
really
have
helped. I
the
rolled an 8.
Overseer's anus encounter map. You knew we would do this.
I very much do. Yeah.
26.
26. Okay.
Let's
The
go.
Overseer is like, Geswick, you must return. And those of you who are still looking at the Overseer, if a robot can be confused. All right. And how are you getting up to the panel? Because it's on its back.
I imagine I tried that jump and I used it in midair. Midair, I'm like, dude.
Okay. Make an athletics check. And this is cute, so have advantage.
If you don't make it,
No,
I
that's
can
one.
throw
That's
a
where you
rope
need
up
it.
there for you.
Ooh. 10.
All right.
Can I loop a rope up for him if that helps?
Yours, he has advantage.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think, yeah,
I couldn't have any more
He's already
advantage.
been helped by the cuteness. So you definitely can jump onto him, but you're not at the panel. You would need to climb up, and the longer you're on him, the more likely it is that he's going to figure out what's going on.
Even as I'm whacking at his feet, trying to still find something.
Are you whacking at his
Yeah.
feet, or just looking? Now you're whacking.
Well, initially I was nimble
hand boning?
fingers, and now I'm just cracking at them because I still think there's something there, even though there isn't.
Okay. The overseer is momentarily distracted, and it looks down, and it goes, "Do not do that. You must leave. If you do not, I will have no choice but to kill you."
Whoa.
Dark.
Do you keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm kind of like skirting between the 2 feet.
Um,
I'm small.
all
Just
right.
holds the bag over his head.
If this
I
helps.
don't know what that means.
Yeah, what is this bag?
Okay, so here's what happens. In order, the sentinel is going to bring its leg back and attempt to punt you. We're not in initiative yet. After that punt attempt, whatever you're doing can happen. And then, depending on what that looks like, we will roll for initiative.
Okay.
All right. So, does a... Oh, there's no thing for kicking on here. Does a 28 hit?
Cool.
I mean, it sounds like it would.
Is it a shove? Mechanically, or?
Team Slinky is blasting off again.
No, it's like an attack.
Kick. It's
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
I'm
it
going to
does.
assume that hits.
It does.
Yeah.
All right. So, its foot does connect with you, Slinky, despite how nimble you are. It does still get a hit, and let's see. This is going to be like that thing, I guess.
Corpses here.
You take
Please?
9 points of bludgeoning damage, and we'll say for flavor it's a punt, but you're still just kind of in front of it. Mechanically, yeah, there you go. Okay, that happens.
Mhm.
What is Rez doing?
Slinky, no! And I'm gonna just throw this bag, and it opens, and 1,000 ball bearings and just release across the ground.
That's fine.
So that the gigantic automaton will hopefully slip, and it falling is much more catastrophic than us falling.
They're like little marbles.
And I can
for
fly.
it.
Okay.
I'm
You have
still
created
just-
difficult terrain,
I'm still
and
just seated up here, just throwing it down.
all right.
Yeah.
You have created difficult terrain for not only the overseer but all of your
And
friends.
it has one leg in the air.
Yep. Slinky, you have just been kicked. Domi, you want to help, but it's unclear what you can do. Geswick, you are clinging to the back, but you're not quite at the panel. Everybody, roll for initiative.
I'm imagining like ball bearing zone right here.
Why can I never roll one initiative?
Oh,
Oh.
Yes. What just happened? All right. What did everybody get?
17.
18.
9.
For Rez, 18 for Slinky, 9 for Domi. How about you, Geswick?
8.
Joe, do we have any more of these?
Geswick.
Do we use as ball bearings?
No, I
We
put
do.
that card down as like a zone.
1,000.
Okay.
So that's the zone of ball
those,
bearings.
actually.
And, sorry, bear with me just a second. The encounter builder in D&D Beyond, which has been working great up till now, has shit the bed. That is perfectly fine because I have stat blocks and all the things. Okay, so we've got all right, player order is going to be, what is your freaking initiative? All right, it's going to be starting with Slinky, then Rez, then the Overseer, then Domi, then Geswick.
What about Marl?
And Laurel, thank you, is going at the end of time last. All right, so we are... can someone hand me a pen and maybe like a piece of paper? Thank you.
Whoa,
Thank
that
you.
was bad.
Perfect.
You need
All
an
right.
actual piece of paper.
Bear with me just a
That's like
second.
30% of a piece of paper. Buy one, get half.
Here's a full.
Yeah, I got it. Thank
Yes.
you. Domi, Keswick and Marl. Okie dokie.
Just the tip.
So, where we are landing here, we've got Slinky at the top, followed by Rez, followed by the Overseer, following that Domi, Keswick, and then Marl. All right. So, Slinky, it is your turn. Rez, you are on deck. What would you like to do?
So I've just been punted. Is that where I landed? Right
Yes,
here?
you landed it's 5 feet away from him. I'll be generous and say that you're not prone since it was an attack and not a shove.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
So I scramble up, and can I go check out this machinery right here? This is where he would be put to sleep. Is that what it is?
So Keswick's
in here, yeah.
thing is in the middle there. So the thing that looks like a fire. The rest of it is more, it's machines and stuff, but it's more just things that
Decoration.
you need to be, things you need to walk around rather than through.
Yeah, so I'll check out the center console.
And when you say check out, what are you looking for?
I want to understand it better. Is there a timer on it? Is there any description or
Okay. Yeah, make
information?
an investigation check.
21.
All right. So as you look at it, you can see, there is, it is pretty specifically tailored to Keswick. You see that there are wires and such. You don't all the way understand the wires, but there are no timers. There doesn't appear to be any urgency to this machine. There's nothing counting down. There's nothing like that. You're pretty sure as you look at it that once Keswick climbs in, the Overseer will probably throw the lever, and that will be that.
Okay.
If Keswick climbs in. So that is what you learned from that.
That's it for me.
Okay. So that is your turn. Next up is Rez.
Okay, so Rez, having freshly cast the only spell that he knows, which is create difficult terrain, he is going to...
Jeez, I'm gonna forget about this difficult terrain at every step of the
That's
way.
why
All
I
right,
made
go
that. I
on.
put that card down, so that's kind of where I imagine just the spray of ball bears
Perfect.
to
We
be.
love to see it.
So he is going to bonus action, steady aim, still seated in this chair. He's pulling out his short bow, and then he's going to take a shot at this creature at advantage.
Okay.
Battle
battle cam.
That is going
Thank
to
you.
be a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. We are doing 6, 10, 14, 15, 19 points of piercing damage. And then as a scout, I want to use a cunning strike. Because I'm dealing sneak attack damage, I would like to trip it. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Dexterity.
And it is
saving
standing
throws.
on difficult terrain.
It is. Standing on a bunch of ball bearings and you're trying to trip it. I'd say I'm giving him disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the DC?
15.
Unfortunately, he gets a dirty 20.
Okay.
So he does not trip, but he's also not happy, and he's like, please do not do that. I have a job to do. Anything else, Rez?
A lot of people say they have a job to do. That's no excuse. And that's going to be the end of my turn.
Topical. All right. So it is the Overseer's turn now, and you look at it, and it's still seems to try to be looking for Keswick, but it's not happy that you tried to trip it, and it lets out an anguished screech, mournful and mechanical and hard to understand what you're hearing. And each of you, because you are each within, sure, because you
I
are
was just imagining Skrillex.
within 120 feet of it, if you can hear, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save, you say.
Oh, jeez.
Hell yeah, natural 20.
Natural 20.
18.
Succeed.
Boom.
That is also
Too
a success.
wise. You can't fear me. I don't understand
18.
you.
Okay.
Woo!
All of you succeed and are not stunned until the start of the Overseer's next turn.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed, the wail becomes even more mournful, for this was a mournful wail, and the Overseer seems even more upset that it didn't do anything. That is, let's see, so that,
Hate to see that happen.
we hate to see it. Now it is going to move off of this difficult terrain ball bearing situation, so it's
So
just
it has
gonna,
a choice. It can move at half speed, or it can move at regular speed and have to make a dex to not trip.
it's going to move at half speed, and it's just going to essentially take a big step to the left.
Technically,
Yes.
it's carrying Vincent, and so it's reduced to half speed again because it's half of your movement speed for carrying a creature.
Excellent. Thank you. It's which brings him down to 10 feet, which does get him. That was 10 feet. So,
Darn.
no, this is good. Just keep doing that. But,
Carry me,
but
senpai.
in this case, he has managed to escape the ball bearings.
For now.
Yes, for now.
He's gust of wind blow them under
He's
him.
gonna take a broom and use his cane to sweep them all over.
All right.
You'll never escape the ball bearings.
A bag of ball bearings. It's wild.
So, having
1,000.
used its mournful wail, you get the impression that it could do more things, but it can't reach anybody. So that is the end of the Overseer's turn. Domi, it is your turn. Geswick, you're on deck.
Alright, so I've seen the Overseer be confused and anguished and etc.
Nice.
Other emotional feelings. So I'm gonna cast Fear.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
So go ahead and do that. Is there a
It is a wisdom saving throw.
wisdom save? Okay. 2 on the die, not much better with the +3, so it fails. And what does that mean?
They are frightened of Domi.
But unfortunately, they are not, because as you cast this spell, it appears to fizzle all around them. They appear to be immune to being frightened.
No.
They can be sad but not frightened.
They can be
You learn
sad but not
something.
frightened.
You learn something.
And you think the emotions that it has shown don't really translate mechanically to the game. It's more just like
Flavor.
it's flavor, yes, but although it might say things that make it seem frightened, mechanically it is not frightened. Okay, but good try. Anything else, Domi?
I give inspiration to Jeswick.
Gadgetwick.
Gersh.
Actually, we'll just remember
I'ma
because
need
it'll
that.
take you off.
All right. And with that, it is Geswick's turn. Marl is on deck, followed by
Go
Sophie.
Gershwin.
I am not at the panel, right?
You're not at the panel yet, but
I have a climb speed of 20 feet. How does that, is that at all changed now that I'm tiny? I don't know.
I will say that you can get to it this turn with your
My
movement.
move action?
Yes.
Okay, so I will do that. I will move to its control panel, my move action. And then now that I'm in the panel, I don't want to get knocked out. Is there a way I can kind of secure myself to the panel? Or like, you know what I mean? Like,
You have to open it first.
oh, it's not open. Okay.
No, it's not
I
open.
try to open the panel
Okay.
with my Tinker's tools.
Yeah, make a Tinker's Tools check. This is gonna be your action for this turn.
Yep. Let's
Are
see.
you prying open its brain right now?
It's not. He's not doing that.
Kinda. Let's see. I have advantage in using any check made while using tools to create, alter, or disarm something delicate. Alter, does that mean I have advantage?
Yeah.
Here? Okay.
We're like a scarecrow away from the Wizard of Oz here.
This originally was going to
There you go. There you go.
be.
Alright. And using the goggles, it gives me extra bonuses. It lets me add my dex to my Tinker's Tools check. So that's a 30.
Okay. You successfully open the panel. And we'll say now that it's open, if you want to secure yourself, for free, I'll let you kind of hold on to the inside of it with your little claws.
If it helps, I have a climb. Oh, I already mentioned that. Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
climb speed, so I can hold on to stuff.
Okay. At this point, let's see. The overseer.
Maybe it didn't notice
Um,
that its pants are down.
the overseer is like, my pants. And
Pants, no.
its head well, on its turn, I'll tell you what it does and what it
Pants not
notices.
detected.
For now,
Pants 401 error.
Geswick, you don't know whether you've been noticed or not, but you know enough about machines to know that when their pants are removed, they typically don't like that. Anything else, Geswick?
Let's see. That's it.
All right. Marl is up, and he's like, "You can't take Geswick. I'm gonna hit you with this wrench." And he's gonna go get in base contact with him. He's gonna go ahead and do his multi-attack. That's one success. Bear with me just a second. Overseer is taking 13 points of damage. And Marl's like, Geswick, where'd you go? Did he step on you? That's his turn. All right, we are back to the top of the order. Slinky, you are up. Rez, you're on deck.
So I too am carrying 1,000 ball bearings.
3 silver pieces gets you 1,000 ball bearings. And let me tell you, it can fuck your day up as a DM. I have run this game a lot.
So I too spill them
Okay.
here where everybody is
Okay.
to slow him down a little.
Okay, fair enough. Why don't you help Joe place that card to represent the ball bearings?
Amazing gameplay.
Amazing gameplay, as the wise man says. All right, you do that, and the overseer is like, "Please, I just got away from you."
Does anybody else have ball bearings?
All right, so we'll say that's your action to spill those ball bearings. Anything else, Slinky?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Rez, you are up, followed by the overseer, followed by Domi.
All right, seeing this plan really come together, seeing Slinky throw these ball bearings out, Rez is like, damn, Slinky knows what they're doing. And he's going to take the steady aim bonus action and with advantage take an attack against this gigantic creature.
Go for it.
That is going to be a 20 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. Sneak attack. We have 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. 20 points of sneak attack damage, and he will use Cunning Strike. Oh, never mind. I will not use Cunning Strike for that.
Okay.
That's all. 20 points of sneak attack damage.
All right. Rez, at the end of your turn, the overseer says, "I have tried to be nice, but you are making it difficult," and he is going to use a legendary action, which I have.
How are you going so fast?
And he is going to, shoot, where's the thing? Oh, that's another action.
Legendary action, go to sleep.
All right, he's gonna use his legendary action to take a swipe at. Where are you, Rez? You're still like.
All the way back there. Shooting the short bow
He's
shot.
gonna hit Marl because of the tank.
Sorry, Marl.
And he misses. So confused is he, so riled up that he doesn't want to take a step if he doesn't have to on account of the ball bearings. And so he looks down and Marl is there. He attempts to reach down and swipe him with his big hand, but misses. And Marl's like, "I think I'm pretty good at this. Also, where is Geswick?" All right, that's his legendary action. So
Where is Geswick?
So it is now the overseer's turn. And he is going to make a multi-attack against Marl.
Damn, it's rough out here being a Marl.
What do I do? Oh, you got a crit. That's upsetting.
Better him than us.
Yeah, right. That's 2 crits. Okay.
Wow.
God, let me roll damage real quick. It's just 2d6.
But we're in Humblewood, so nobody ever dies.
Nobody ever dies. That's true. 9.
Or replace Marl with a more accurate figure.
26 points of damage to Marl. Marl. He already was not doing super good, but he's okay. He's,
Boss.
Marl is looking kind of rough. But he's still standing, and he sings that Elton John song about
Let me change this one. I thought it was going to be a little
He
bit
was
worse
also
for Marl.
pessimistic on there.
Oh no! Rez just replaced
Just really
Marl
excited to
with
use
a
that.
corpse mini. Don't worry, keep it on standby. All right, that is the Overseer's turn. At the end of his turn, as a free action, he says, "Please do not make this any harder than it must be. I have my directive. Geswick, wherever you are, come out, please." And that's his turn. Domi, it is your turn, and Geswick, you're on deck.
I'm going to cast an illusion of fire at their left foot and mage hand push them. And I'm gonna be like, "Oh no, your foot's on fire!" And then
Unfortunately, Mage Hand isn't strong enough to push
Mage
them.
Hand can only do can only push or pull 10 pounds worth of stuff. Domi, you look at this and you know that your Mage Hand is not gonna do anything. What was the illusion of fire? Just
it's gonna be. I'm still gonna do that at the feet and be like, "Oh my god, you're on fire!"
okay,
and maybe they'll fall.
And is it it's just an illusion, right? It's not actual fire? Okay.
Correct.
So you do that. How about, as part of the illusion of fire, if you're going, "Oh no, you're on fire," why don't you make a deception check?
11.
Okay. The Overseer looks down and goes, "No, I am not."
Oh.
But great idea. The illusion is certainly still there, but
Do you want
he's
to
not
move further away?
Yes, I move around and behind, and I give inspiration to Jeswick.
Just.
Excellent. All right. Anything else? You've moved. I think that's all you can do, right? So, Geswick, you are up. Marl
Okay.
is on deck, followed by Slinky.
You feel inspired.
I feel inspired.
You do?
I'm in the control panel. I'm in his pants.
Yep, I'll let you, if you want to
You're
be
deep
better
in it.
situated, I'll let you use your movement just to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. And what I want to do is basically rewire its prime directives. Basically, it's protect Geswick, make sure he's in the machine. But instead, I want it to be protect Geswick. He doesn't need to be in the machine, but and listen to my commands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so from protect Geswick to obey Geswick, basically.
Yes.
Okay. All right, go ahead, and you're using your Tinker's tools for this?
Yes. Yeah? I mean, does
Yeah.
it make sense? I don't know how they would program the machines in this era, but...
I think that since Edwin did this work, you're familiar enough that you can absolutely figure it out as part of this Tinker's Tools check. Because what you are doing, indeed, is tinkering. So go ahead and make your check.
we're tinkering.
Rez yells out, "Give him a Cajun accent while you're in there!"
Means I can't do a Cajun accent.
I've never heard you do one, that's why I chose it.
Let's see.
I haven't played enough Marvel
20?
Rivals to be able to do the Gambit voice.
26.
26. Okay.
Thanks for the inspiration. That helped.
You tinker and you tinker. And, you succeed at understanding what you need to do.
Very good.
You will need at least one more turn.
I got all day.
In order to be able to implement your plan. At this point, the Overseer says, "Get out of there. You cannot destroy Edwin's work." And And that is what the overseer says as a reaction.
I say back, I am Edwin's work!
That is only kind of true. Anything else, Keswick?
That will be all.
Okay. Geswick, for free, you think that if you can just hang on a little bit longer inside this machine, that you will, with that 26, you are pretty sure you'll be able to achieve your goal if you can keep doing what you're doing without being interrupted, basically.
I say to the group, I think I can reprogram if I can just stay in here.
Your voice is very tiny.
I think I can. I think I can reprogram him if I just stay in here.
Really
Like that?
cute. Everybody hears it. Too cute. I married this man on purpose.
Back in Alderheart, the council's like, what was that?
All right, Geswick, that is your turn. It is Marl's turn next, and he's like, okay, I better keep distracting it then. And he whacks it with his wrench. Multi-attack. All right, 1 miss, 1 hit. All right, and he does a decent amount of damage, you can tell. And the overseer indeed does look down at him and is like, stop that. That is going to be Marl's turn. Back to the top of initiative. Slinky, it is your turn. Rez, you are on deck.
So how big is a Geswick in comparison to the control panel he's in? Like, if the overseer were to be tripped, and I gave Geswick a heads up, would he still be thrown off?
No, so he's inside the machine right now. And I would say,
I'm imagining it as like being inside like a walk-in closet,
Yeah,
like size-wise,
with
right?
a door.
because you're tiny right
'Cause
now
I'm
and
tiny.
he's large. No, it's more like sitting in like a Harry Potter cupboard. So not as big as a closet, but based on what you can see, you're pretty sure that Geswick would be able to stay put, but like you said, you are also pretty sure that you would need to warn him so that he could hang on. And if he's busy hanging on, he might not be able to keep doing what he's doing. So you know all of that. With all of that knowledge, what would you like to do?
Can I use my 2 daggers to strike?
You sure can. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Is it just 1d20?
For the first attack, yes.
Yes, let's do one at a
Do I
time.
add anything, or is that it?
You add 5.
Okay. So that would be a 22.
Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage, and then we can do the offhand if you
I
want to
like
attack
Slinky
again.
just sliding across the ball bearings with this dagger.
Yes. Okay.
And then you add 2 to all that.
Okay, so 12, 13,
Looks like Slinky's using
17,
healers.
18. What'd you say?
Add 2 to...
Oh, so 20.
20 points of damage. All right. And then if you want to attack with the other one, you are rolling a d20 again. This time you're not adding your... No, that's for damage.
Yeah.
Add your modifier, add the +5, and then but the damage is going to be less.
Okay.
It's definitely a hit.
Yep.
Roll higher on the
20,
die.
it's
Definitely a
23
hit.
again.
All right.
You would just roll this for damage and don't add anything.
Okay.
Because your offhand is weaker than
4.
your... 4 points of damage. Every little bit helps.
So the second attack does less damage, but if you don't get your sneak attack in the first one, you can have a chance to get it on the second one. So that's a good use of a
Oh.
good reason to use it.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. All right. Anything else, Slinky?
Nope. No, that's it.
Okie dokie. Rez, you are up, and then the overseer.
Hearing the tiny voice of Gershwin, he is going to say, all right, we got to use anti-2-ankle tactics. And he's going to take out his rope. And he's going to, his little wings are going to beat, and he's going to fly as fast as he can. And he's going to just go around the legs. Around the legs.
Nice.
Because he's using the
You're Luke
anti-2-ankle
Skywalker,
tactic or the AT-AT. And
All
he's going
right.
to attempt to bind the legs to
Okay.
topple this creature.
We'll call it...
I love this like flummox face you've gave Hannah.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes, please.
Have this be a contested, like a grapple check, basically,
Yeah.
but I use acrobatics
Okay.
in place of athletics.
Okay, I like it. And then if you're successful, then he'll be knocked prone.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to use Lucky. I'm going to use Lucky again. Natural 20.
He got a dirty 20, so you win.
Wow.
A natural 20 is a 30 for Rez.
Okay.
I saw this in a movie once.
So Rez goes around and around and around, and Rez did not think to warn Geswick like Slinky did. So Geswick, make a dexterity saving throw. And you can go ahead and move the Overseer prone as he crashes to his knees and then to the ground. And he's like, that was a good movie.
I can't believe that worked.
I also can't believe it worked.
18.
Okay, so Geswick, you're able to hang on, but and on your turn, we'll resolve what that means for whether you're able to do more stuff.
I'm helping Geswick.
Okay, Rez, that was delightful. Anything else as the Overseer goes, I do not want to be down here.
Bonus action hide.
Where are you hiding?
Right on his back.
On his back, okay.
No.
So Rez takes advantage of the Overseer's sort of like physical, like it's busy crashing to the ground, and Rez, you hop up onto its back. You can see Lil Geswick inside the control panel, and you are, but he can't see you because you have hidden. All right, Rez, that is your turn. Now it
just
is
like pry it up a little bit and go, "Hey, Geswick, am I helping?" But I imagine from like his standpoint, it just booms into the body. A lot of slobber.
All right, it is the Overseer's turn. It is going to, from inside its body, you can hear a bunch of gears and clanks, like, and then Geswick, you notice that something inside its like programming area where you are clicks into place. And as it does, you hear a familiar voice from off in the corner. Intruder! I will help the Overseer! And another sentinel that you hadn't noticed breathes into life. And if you wouldn't mind just putting it right in the corner there, it was on a shelf there. And the sentinel has joined the fight. Then with its movement, it's gonna try to stand up. So it's difficult terrain, and then it's half movement. So it can stand up but not do much else.
Whoa!
Yeah. And Rez, are you trying to hang on, or
Yes, but I can also fly, so like you can.
Well, I was gonna ask, like, are for flavor, are you clinging on, or are you just flying?
I think he's like clinging on, sort of almost because he's like that's what he was doing before, but he can fly, so he's not. He realizes midway through it's for flavor.
He's like, I don't need to do this. I'm Rez. All right. So that is the Overseer's turn. Domi, it is your turn. Geswick, you are on deck.
We are going to do cut around this way and turn invisible for ambush prey for the smaller one.
All right.
I think that's the last time you can use ambush prey too.
That's using things is good
Yeah.
in the final fight of the final episode of a campaign. Bear with me just a second. I'm just rolling the Sentinel's initiative here. He's gonna go before model. All right, so you're using ambush prey, and anything else at this point, Domi?
Inspiration Gershwin again.
Inspiration to Gershwin. All right.
You can end this.
That is Domi. That is your turn. Geswick, make a very important.
All right, Giselle, you got this.
Say you can choose sleight of hand or acrobatics depending on how you're getting yourself resituated. Check.
I'm bad at both.
Damn, that's crazy.
Let's see.
you are tiny and inside a machine, so you think that this is not going to be like impossible.
And you've got inspiration.
And you have inspiration.
Oh, I do? 21! Thanks for the inspiration.
You manage to stay situated and to keep your focus. And if you want, you can make a very important Tinker Tools check.
Tinker Tools check. Dirty 20.
And as you maneuver your little Tinker's tools with your tiny little raccoon hands, truly the years of having been in stasis have not dulled your skills one bit. As you push a button and connect a wire and do lots of other things, you finally sort of put the final finishing touch on this reprogram, and you are out of initiative. The overseer stops, and as it sort of finishes standing up, it looks around and says, "Where is Geswick?"
Up your butt.
He's inside all of us. But mostly he's inside you.
That is unlikely. Geswick, where are you hiding?
No, he's right. I'm in the control room. Oh, let me get out of here. And then he
please come out of there so that I can obey you.
and then he jumps out and he goes, "That's that job jumped!" And as he says that, he grows back to real size.
Nice.
Because that's the command word, to go back to real size.
The best. And Geswick, as you return to real size, you do notice that the sentinel that was activated is still active, but it's just sitting there. And the overseer, when it sees you pop out, it says, "Would you like me to instruct the sentinel to attack?"
Though it's a bit of a mess in here, can you please tell him to pick up all these ball bearings?
Certainly, Geswick. Sentinel, you heard him. Fine.
What is my breakfast?
Yeah.
Pick up the ball
my God.
bearings.
And the sentinel goes and finds a rare earth magnet that you
No,
hadn't
do
seen
it with your hands. Do it with your hands.
You do not command. And the sentinel begins to magnet up. Yeah. You know that thing that contractors use when they're done with a job? They have a big magnet on like a push broom outside. It's not what the sentinel is doing.
Absolutely.
And now that the sentinel is busy doing that, the overseer turns to you and says, "Geswick, what is your wish?"
Hold on. Friends. I have a question for you, Rez. Do you want to go home?
So what I was thinking. If you could put some kind of a seat inside this thing, and if we could attach that, and Rez is going to point to the machine in the middle, sort of in the middle of its chest, I could probably use this to get back home and deal with some problems that I got.
And Rez, because it's been a week for us humans, but only a couple of hours for you, Rez, you remember that something is very wrong, and you remember that you've had now a couple of times to fight back this intense pain and like you were gonna vomit, and you remember that Domi figured out that something is wrong because you don't belong here.
It's an impending sense of doom.
There has been an impending sense of doom all this time.
But probably there's not enough time for that. I got to get going.
Okay. I don't belong in this time, but Edwin has brought me back. So how does this sound? Does this sound logical as a proposal? I want to get back putting the machine to sleep, but then like allow the people of Outerheart to wake me up in case there's ever a Tinker emergency. Essentially,
That is so delightful.
so this is my proposal.
100 years down the line, when people have really forgotten the heroics of what happened, somebody's
Yeah.
going to have like a broken chair and they're
No.
going to do it.
So
No,
finish
see,
your
there's
proposal, and then I'll have you make a couple checks.
Okay, so the proposal is that, we should fix this place up so there's not a big hole. There should be a way to enter. There should be a passcode, like I'm a friend of Geswick, and then the robots will let them enter here to
That is
wake me
delightful.
up. There'll be a process and procedure. It'll be all written in a book. We're gonna put that book in the Inventor's Guild behind a box that says "Break in case of emergency," obviously. And essentially we'll just fix all the robots and bring them back, fix the place up. But essentially put me back to sleep, and because like just for the sake of the town, in case the town ever needs Geswick again.
Right. So your proposal is a break in case of emergency. Like you want to be like a fire extinguisher.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
In the business, we call that a false Lazarus.
And are you kind of saying this out loud, or are you just saying it as like something you want to be possible?
I guess I'm saying it out loud, and then because the purpose of it's like I, don't really belong in this time. But Edwin did bring me back, but we do need to get you home, and I think this putting me back in the machine is the only way to do so. So,
the overseer says, perhaps you can investigate the machine. Edwin built it. You are Geswick. If anyone can repurpose it, you can.
how does that sound, everyone?
It's a good second place plan.
I'm gonna move around and become uninvisible.
Right, you're still
Right.
invisible. Oh, there
Right behind him again and be like, yeah, that sounds good.
So Geswick, would you like to investigate the machine?
Yes.
You can make a Tinker's Tools check if you like, or just straight investigation.
Tinker's Tools.
Alright.
Am I examining it very closely, or am I tinkering?
You can pick, and you have advantage because the overseer is helping you.
Okay. Let's see. That will be a 21.
Okay.
Tinkering is what I do.
So as you tinker, you understand a couple of things. One is that it is evident that it wouldn't be too hard to repurpose the machine to be like a wake me up in case of an emergency type of stasis situation. And the other thing make an Arcana check.
Just the...
Intelligence.
Whoop.
And make this one at advantage as well.
Okay. 11. I'm not good at Arcana.
So,
Can I make an Arcana check?
yeah, anybody who is kind of chewing on this notion of how do we get Rez home can make an Arcana check.
16.
16, okay.
15 plus 1.
Do we have to put
20.
Rez in the machine and hit the switch?
20.
You gotta make a giant robot.
12.
I put me inside it.
So, Slinky and Rez, you both are pretty sure that if whatever this, whatever got set off that pulled the energy in the first place, if that can be reversed, Rez will probably go back to wherever he was when the energy was pulled in the first place, because he'll get pushed back. You're pretty sure that's how it works.
Oh.
Does it mean that he needs to be standing where he was to kind of get pulled back, or does it not matter where he is? That's probably an important question.
Make an Arcana check.
But hearing this, Rez is gonna fly over to the lever.
Yep.
11.
11. You're not sure, but perhaps if you spend a little more time tinkering and investigating together, you'll be able to figure it out. And indeed, Geswick, with a certain path forward, you've made some decisions and you've learned some things. You've decided to become a fire extinguisher, but only for engineering needs.
And this is like not just any engineering, it's like when the town is in danger type need.
No, I get it. You're
Okay,
going to write it all
alright.
down in the book. And Marl pipes up as you say this part of the plan and says, Geswick, if you write it down, I'll bring it back to the Inventors Guild and I'll make sure everybody knows, and then we'll put it in a box with a hammer next to it and some glass in front, and I'll be really brave. And if we need to come get you, I'll come get you.
You will have to leave them here. Thank you for your bravery. And here, this is for you. And he hands him the piece of paper with notes on the natural 20 I wrote on how to improve his belt.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Geswick.
And you can have this too. And I hand him one of my wrenches. This is my lucky wrench.
and he's like double.
Oh wait, I forgot he already had one.
Be like, and this is for your bravery and your courage. And I'll give him the bag, all the ball bearings. So he just,
and as the final ball
just
bearings clink into the bag, you hand it to Marl, and truly he has received many blessings this day.
I have something for the rest of you too before I go back to sleep. And he has a gold piece, I think, from the job. He'll hand that to Domi.
Oh.
You did a great job. Here's your bonus.
And you hear from behind some dust bunnies, you hear Frank be like, wait, she got paid? What about me?
I go over
Frank.
to Frank, and I hand him 2 cherry pits. And I said, these are different and from the 2 trees I cut down. No one alive now was there when I cut them down, but I assure you, it did happen. And I'm sorry that no one will ever believe you. And he will put it in his hands and close his hands over them.
I want everybody to imagine Matt making that face that he makes when he knows no one will
I was literally going to do a Matt impression of that exact thing.
Let's do it.
Yes. No.
And then he has a potion of healing.
Okay.
So he's just going to give that over to Slinky. You get hurt a lot here. Hopefully this will keep you healthy.
I have a proposition.
Go ahead.
I don't have much family or friends in the life I lead right now as a crook. I would really like to stay and help you as the overwatcher of this room as you go to sleep. And maybe collect some people's things in their pockets when they visit.
You're talking to him?
Yeah. What do you think? Yeah.
I don't think we'll get many visitors. It could be centuries before they need to wake me up again.
Yeah, I'm not centuries years old.
Marl pipes up and says,
But you can...
besides, the overseer will be here, but maybe you can come with me to the Inventors Guild. You're pretty good with those thieves' tools. We could use someone with your skills.
I feel like I need a purpose. That sounds good. And you're a new friend of mine, Marl. At least for this session.
Marl high fives you. Or he posts for a high five.
Slinky, I would invite you over to where I'm going, but you probably don't want to go there yet.
Well, I was considering following my new BFF, but I am afraid of that feeling of impending sense of doom that you've felt the past few hours.
Yeah, you feel that a lot where I'm going.
And so, with newfound purpose, Geswick, you settle into the familiar work of tinkering. And as you do, your goal does not seem so difficult or so far away now. You know that you'll be able to fix the machine so that you can be a fire extinguisher. And you also feel confident that with a little more tinkering, a little more time, you can figure out how to make sure that throwing that lever will get Rez home. And Rez, if you like, with your Arcana knowledge, you can help him. Domi, where will you be off to next? Would you like to stay here and help? Would you like to go back to town to collect your reward from Beta? Or would you like to do something else entirely?
I'm going to say, glad we didn't have to disarm any bombs or anything around here, and give one last inspiration in a twinkle, and I leave.
Ooh, magical. And the overseer says, that is true. The bombs are there as an auto-destruct, but we did not make it to the 4th round of combat.
Woo!
Good thing for that. We can disarm them if you would like, Geswick.
Yes, please.
Why? So the overseer starts
Edwin,
working on that. And the overseer goes, Edwin did not build them. I did. Just in case.
A warning about AI.
Yeah.
Good thing I work for you now. And with the plan in place and Rez safe in the knowledge that you'll be able to go somewhere soon.
Fligatos.
Well, but you arrived here from the house that walks on legs, I think is what it's called. And you think probably, unless something very strange and unusual happens, you think that's probably where you'll reappear. Thank you.
Unfortunately, Joe knows better.
Fair enough. Well, Joe knows where Rez will go, but for now, we know that Rez does not have to stay in Humblewood for much longer, and will not have to keep making constitution checks to see whether he loses hit points until he dies. Thank you all for joining us. It's been so much fun doing this Humblewood campaign with all of you. I hope you all had fun too. This is where we are going to wrap up our session and our mini campaign. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. to see the first session of our new D&D campaign, A Tale of 12 Gems. Don't forget to tune in on Sunday at 12 p.m. to see session 2 of Iron and Thorns, which we are all super looking forward to. It's going to be so good. I'm having trouble shaking the overseer voice at this point.
If you do a voice for too long, it does get kind of
It really does. Thank you guys again. We had a lot of fun. We hope to see you soon next time. Until then, stay safe. It is wild out there. Bye.